The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Because you can't drink and talk at the same time.
Leave the conversation to us and order another beer.
You're listening to Texas's live
Midday beer-centered show,
Liquid Lunch.
Liquid Lunch. Here are your hosts,
Catherine Contreras
and Josh Stewart.
Woo! Welcome to Thursday, one and all.
It is Thursday.
Yes, it is.
And it's noon.
It is noon. It's time for your liquid lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome one and all to the big show. We are here on a Thursday. My name is Josh Stewart. Joining me live from San Antonio, the lovely, the talented, the hilarious Hazel and her mom, Catherine Contreras.
Right, Hazel's here.
Yes. How's everything going?
Jokes.
Yep. She's hilarious today. She was going all blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called.
Oh, wow. Our lip sync is way off.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Speaking of lip syncing, you just heard the lip sync up with one Mr. Kennedy. He's here today. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no. We're doing this.
Yeah, we're doing this now.
We're doing
Kennedy,
this.
let's get him out of the way.
We're doing this. Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
All right, there you go. That's Kennedy.
Very nice. Did you get did you have a choir or a group of kids that did that intro?
Yeah, an inner city choir.
Yeah.
Children's choir.
Yeah.
From less than, underprivileged. Underprivileged, I guess is what
One,
we call them.
one of whom is no longer with us.
That's true. That's true. Actually, the great group Criss Cross.
Oh.
Not Christopher Cross, but Criss Cross.
Yeah.
Big
Very
difference.
nice.
Big difference. So anyway, what's up in your world, Catherine?
Well, I officially have a toddler.
Yes.
Just feels like it happened maybe this week.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't want to be picked up. Doesn't want to be put down.
Mm-hmm. Giving us the sideways glance for sure.
Giving us the sideways.
Can we take that full look at that? Jeez.
Might be tired or might just
No, that's
be
like
a little agitated.
that is an intense
Yeah,
sideways
she's watching
glance.
Coco over the screen here. So.
Oh, okay. That makes
that
it a
might be
little
part of
bit
it, too.
more.
But I've had to build basically like fortress
Yes.
or with tables.
Mm-hmm.
I had to move the couch. I have one gate. I have a gate, a big one.
Uh-huh.
But then we didn't have one long enough for this side of our living room, so I had to build a makeshift wall, if you will.
Yes.
We had to get funding for it. We had to go through Congress. Now we have a wall.
Build the wall.
to keep Hazel in so that I could safely go to the bathroom, wash dishes,
Yep.
all those things.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
that's where we're at.
A big shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, YouTube as well, and we're also on the Twitters, right? Or are we?
We
or
will be
or
soon.
or are we?
We will be soon.
Okay, I'm watching that one too. I'm going to actually be paying attention to everybody's, words and comments.
Oh,
Yeah, there's some technical limitations. We're not currently on Twitter, but
We'll be there.
we will be there.
Just give me the high sign when we get there.
The finger?
No, just either way.
Okay.
Just so I know it.
good. That should be our universal sign of time to roll.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah.
the finger.
Wow.
Real quick.
Her lip sync's like a good 6 or 7 seconds off.
First of all, I'm doing it on purpose
Wow, that's impressive.
because I'm working on my talents.
Uh-huh.
Because I talked to Jason about, not Jason, I'm so sorry, Josh. I talked to Josh
Well,
about.
you confuse me with the man in
talent
your life.
show.
That's
Wow.
The talent show that happened once. Don't talk about it.
Okay.
No, the talent show that he went to
Uh-huh.
for his kids.
yes.
So now I'm working on throwing my voice.
Okay. Yes. Can we?
Why is there two?
Why is there twofer?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know.
You just did that.
Did I just do it?
Yeah.
I don't know what I did. Honestly, don't know what I did. Let's hit. You want me to hit that button right there? See what happens?
Let's see what happens.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. It's fixed. Fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, today was the 5th grade talent show at the elementary school that my daughter attends. This is her final year as a 5th grader. And, or I guess it would be her only year as a 5th grader, but her final year in this elementary school. So a big party today.
Moving to middle school.
Moving on to middle school. I'm terrified. I watched Big Mouth on Netflix twice.
Yeah.
And
Listen, yes.
You probably shouldn't have watched that.
well, there's just things coming up, right? I was thrown off a bit with the training bras, and then that sort of thing. Like the laundry has changed. We're not to the next step, which is you know what I mean.
Well, I have a 5th grader going into middle school next year too, and his humor is changing.
Yes.
Yay.
That's for sure.
Speaking of that, let's talk about the talent show real quick.
Okay.
So, one, off the top, as a proud papa, I must brag on my daughter Reese, who sang a solo with no backup vocals, just the music and her soul and her presence up on stage. She commanded the whole room. There was a man that
What
wept.
did she sing?
She sang "You Are My Sunshine," the Morgan Stapleton version of "You Are My Sunshine." There was a man in the audience that wept.
Hold on. Was this man you?
No, it was not me. I was just beaming. He wept, but then we realized it was allergies because he kept getting up and having.
Oh.
But either way, they were still weeping because her performance was so, heart wrenching. But she got up there and owned it. She had been nervous the last few days. I think yesterday they warm up in front of the 4th graders was really what brought it home, and she just got up there and crushed it. So it was great. She'd been working on it. She worked hard. That's the thing I'm most
So
proud
proud.
of. Yes.
What a proud moment.
Yeah, and she hit all the notes, so that was cool.
Good.
So that was cool. But then after that, the kid that was doing like the MC work, is that you're amazed at the lip sync still?
Yeah.
We'll work on it during the break.
We don't have a break.
All right, I guess we're screwed. So this kid, he had like a sheet of jokes, and you're like, okay, that's kind of cheesy, but he worked it well. Like he's like, hold on, he had to go back to the curtain to get his joke sheet, and the way he did it was whatever. And he threw out. Now I don't know if this was a plant or if this was just a spontaneous moment in 5th grade hilarity. But somebody asked a question, how do you know it was something, and somebody in the audience yelled, "Your mom," and it was like the perfectly placed "your mom," and I like belly laughed because it was just spot on.
Pretty classic.
Yes.
Classic 10-year-old joke.
But it works, right? Like I still say
Yeah.
"your mom" to Kennedy all the time.
Right.
You know,
He does.
I do, and because it works, because
Yeah.
it harkens you back to when your mom was like really prolific, right?
Yeah. Mom jokes are always a winner.
They're not. Yeah. Well, your mom jokes are always a winner. She's a winner. But yeah, your mom's a winner. But just perfectly placed your mom just out of random guy in the audience. If had it been a plan, it would have been brilliant. Some ones that I'm not mentioning any names, and as far as I know, none of my daughter's classmates' parents watch this show.
Okay.
At least not live. So
Let's get serious.
yes, and it's the last day of school is today, tomorrow. So
Yeah.
good luck finding me.
Tomorrow's a good day.
Yeah, well, depends on your vantage point. But anyway, the magic acts. One thing about America's Got Talent, it's shown what a talent show can be and probably should be. And that's what they you strive to be that, with the
Right.
pacing and the variety of acts and kind of with the standards you got to come up to. But the comedy / magic acts, if it's not honed, it comes off as, just random.
Creepy?
Maybe creepy, but just random. Like, okay, was you in front of your parents. Cute. We're not related to you, so you're not quite as cute.
I see. Are there boys or girls you're referring to?
There were both. It was both.
Both. Okay.
One or two went better. There was like 3 of them, I think, and a couple played
Weird.
better than the others. So
Okay, but I actually had this conversation with my daughter yesterday about America's Got Talent, and I said, because she said, "Oh, I said, is that show even any good?" And she said, "Oh, the magic is good," and I was like, "That's not something anybody gets successful from." And she was like, "That's not true," and I was like, "Okay, name 5."
And was she able to?
Houdini,
Number 1. That's the Babe Ruth.
David Blade,
Yep.
Chris Angel,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then she had to stop herself, and I was like, "Well, you forgot David Copperfield."
Yes.
Copperfield.
Yeah.
David Copperfield. And
And that's pretty much it. Penn and Teller, maybe.
Penn and Teller.
But as far as the list goes, it kind of ends there.
Well, there's some guys on America's Got Talent that do pretty well. I don't know their names,
Right.
but they're pretty good.
Yeah. And then she was like, "What was 80s magic like?" And I was like, "It was like, oh, look, we just made the Empire State Building disappear."
Yeah.
And everyone was at home watching it on TV, and we were like, "Oh, it disappeared" on our TV set.
Yes, and Statue of Liberty. He did that one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. There's some guys in there that do all right. Like the card tricks that like where the card ends up in the middle of a watermelon or whatever.
Yeah.
That one's interesting. But, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know that I could watch a full like hour show of it in Vegas or something.
Right.
I'll hand it. It is a talent. It's just you got to put it in the right.
Well,
place.
actually, I was vacationing with my parents one time in New Orleans, and David Blaine came up to us, and
What?
me and my little brother, and to do a card trick with his camera crew. The trick didn't work, and he just walked off.
That's how you do it.
That was it. He just said nothing. He just kept walking to the next person.
That's when you just said it's his mysterious way.
Well, you know what would have been cool? If when the card trick didn't work, he just disappeared.
That's what
That
he
would've
did.
been-
He disappeared behind
He
that,
did disappear
that
from my
trash
life.
can. It's like we can
But,
see you ducking down.
And now every time I see him, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, he's a little creepy. Did you see what he did on Jimmy Kimmel though with the sewing his lips together?
No, I didn't see that.
That's a YouTube video after the show. Everybody after the show,
Go check that out.
Yeah, look up David Blaine on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
And he sews his mouth shut, and then the card ends up there, and there's blood and everything. So it's like,
Delicious.
yeah. Don't eat while you do. No, yeah, do it after lunch.
Yeah.
After your liquid lunch. Yeah. So the magic acts. There was one. You remember on America's Got Talent, the guy tape face or whatever his name was, the tape mouth guy,
There's a guy named Tape Mouth,
tape face.
Tape Face.
Well, okay. So his deal was he was like a comedy mime kind of thing.
Okay.
And so he. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm bringing up a mime. I'm sorry. I know it's a touchy subject, but he tapes.
Pugs hate mimes. It's so weird. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, we're always around them.
You live next door to. It's
So
like either
weird.
side.
The family of mimes on both sides.
Yeah, rivals.
God.
And so
Yeah.
they get into all these air fights, and you're
They always, yeah.
like one of them locked another one in an invisible box.
So weird. And they come over like and mime for like a cup of sugar, but they've got nothing to put the sugar in.
Yeah, you just dump it.
So weird. Yeah, it's so weird.
Well, this kid I think was inspired by that because he did the face paint, and he had like little like the horn things in his hair, and the black, and then he just he was lip syncing as his act, and he just sat there with the mic in front of his face the whole time, straight face, just kind of looking at everybody as he lip synced.
What was he lip syncing?
I don't know the song. That was
He was lip syncing a song?
It was a song. Yes.
Okay.
Like
I
a
thought
whole.
it was going to be like a speech.
No. Like
I
a
Had a
whole
Dream?
song.
No?
Just right there, looking at
Okay.
everybody, just kind of wide eyed. And I'm like, this is either the most brilliant thing I've ever seen, or we need to put him on a list. I don't.
That's one of those things where, like, because I have quirky kids, they say they want to do something, and you give them literally 150 other options.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so awesome. And they cannot budge from wanting to dress up like a mime and lip sync this song that they think is so awesome.
Yeah.
And you're at the end of the day, you just have to be like, it's on you.
Yeah.
Whatever happens going forward,
Yeah. That's yeah.
gotta go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna live
Better
and
sell
die.
it. You better sell it.
Yeah. Now I'll give you this. This kid, he went through it the whole thing, and the audience. I don't think the audience really appreciated the irony. At least I think maybe I just see irony better, or I think I see it better, and just am super egotistical. I'm like, I get what he's doing there. He's brilliant, but it is what it is. So
Yeah.
this kid, he took a risk and it paid off.
Should just keep an eye on him.
Yeah, everybody clapped. I was like, okay, now we're going to clap for this guy?
Well, you had their children. You have to.
I know. But that was, so I'm thinking, okay, what he was doing would have actually worked in like a comedy club. Because everybody, it was the thing where, okay, this is funny off the bat because he's just kind of staring. And then it gets awkward. And he just powers through the awkwardness and keeps going. And then it's just like, then he just walks off. Like,
I
just
feel
turns,
like the conversation he probably had with his mom was like, she was probably like, why are you lip syncing? Why don't you just sing it?
Mm-hmm.
And he was probably like, well, I'm not a very good singer, so it would sound better if it just you use the original song.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably that's what I'm thinking probably happened.
Yeah, it's just, he was very practical about it.
He was very practical about it. Right?
Realist. Right. He's like, this is just going to be better if this other person sings it. And we've got that already.
Right. And I'm real embarrassed to show my face, so let's just paint it all white.
Yeah. So that was interesting. And then there was some other ones that were like, they were cute and whatever, but so that was cool. But
Well, everyone has a talent, right?
it really depends on
Everyone
your definition.
has something that they do better than other people.
Yes, just not all of it is tailor-made for
Show worthy.
displaying on a stage.
Right.
Let's be
Right.
honest. Like if you're really good at math and spreadsheets,
Right. Nobody wants to watch 5 minutes of that.
nah, not unless.
I feel like they should have just done a straight up comedy show. Like every kid gets 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. They
got to stand up, sweating, open mic style.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think, that's that. The kid that did the emceeing, I was like, I think he's got kind of that natural like rhythm to do stand up, but that's a very dark path to go down sometimes.
He's probably a real cut up in class, and his teacher was like, we have the perfect job for you.
Yes. So I don't know. I don't know if I wish that upon. Like, can you be a stand up and not go dark at some point? Do you know?
No, at some point you got to go, unless you're like some kind of like a Christian stand up person, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there are a couple of those.
There are, and some of them are legitimately funny.
Yeah.
But just most of them stick with, belly of a fish jokes or, it's like.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. We should probably get to the reason we do this show. Kennedy, are you prepared?
When am I not prepared?
Most of the time.
Well,
Besides most of the time, when am I not prepared?
The other times.
Right.
All right, let's do this.
Are you prepared?
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
All right, you brought a couple, I brought a couple.
Yeah.
Let's. I'll let you go first. Hold on. Right now,
Yeah.
Catherine,
yeah.
we got to welcome to the wall our newest wall decor.
Yeah.
From Alan Ward, brewmaster at Brigadoon Brewery and Brew School, located inside the Renaissance Festival, and now their outpost in Pasadena,
Wow.
Texas, y'all.
Have to get down, Dina.
Yep, that's where it's happening. Their brand new location, not officially open to the public yet, but he was out there working hard. We did our latest episode of Interbrews there this week.
Very nice.
And it's always a fun time with Alan. He's a really good storyteller. Like I was listening back, looking for pieces to cut off and use as promotional kind of stuff here and there to
Right.
give people little nuggets and reel them into the full episode. And he's a really good storyteller. Like do you know where the Brigadoon comes from?
No.
It's some kind of medieval fighting unit.
No. It's
No?
the bridge to Dune. Dune is the name of the town. The town only comes around every 100 years, and then it disappears into the mist.
What?
And there's a legend to it, and a story, and a musical, which we get into on the show. But you'll have to listen to the episode
Interesting.
to hear the whole thing. But anyway,
Fascinating.
yes. But that Black Plague Ale, their flagship 11% ABV stout is mwah. And then they barrel age it, and then that's what we had on the show, and that was at 14. So it got a little silly towards the end.
Yeah.
I'm just going to preface it with that.
Yeah. That explains a lot.
Yes. Yeah, the rest of the day on Tuesday.
I saw you guys later on.
Yeah, it was one of those. But enough of Alan and Brigadoon Brewery and his Black Plague Ale there, which is a really cool logo and everything. Catherine, this year, we need to get you out here to the Renaissance Festival.
I mean, I think we would be totally down for it. When is this crazy festival?
Starts at the end of September, goes through the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Oh, so we have a window.
Yes.
It's not just one weekend or something.
No.
Okay.
This is an epic undertaking of medieval proportions.
Okay.
It's it gets rowdy, and best people watching.
Do you have to dress up?
You don't have to, but if you really, really, really want to have a good time,
Yeah, I feel like my kids would really be
I'm-
totally into this.
I'm thinking. Okay, so we talked with Alan. I've never dressed up myself. The kids have, and the kids can.
Okay.
There's themed weekends, so you can go with the theme or just wear whatever you want. Most of the time, my girls wear like fairy wings.
Okay.
I don't know what's,
Okay. Because I mean, fairies are a thing.
Yeah, there's the fantasy weekend.
Yeah.
They've got the barbarian horde. They've got Scottish, the Scottish weekend and the pirate weekend and all that stuff, right? Kennedy, you've been before, right?
Yeah, it's been a while, but I've been.
Okay, we're due. I think because
Do they have a taco weekend or no? No, not a lot of tacos probably being eaten in the Renaissance.
actually they probably have some. They have amazing food out there. So like they have the Greek section and the gyros and the fresh roasted lamb and beef and
Turkey legs.
the turkey legs, of
Turkey
course.
legs all over the place.
I'm sure they have tacos out. They've got everything out there.
Yeah.
Everything. But, Brigadoon and all the guest taps and everything, and typically other Texas brewers come out to do talks and stuff like that. So
Okay.
A hero's kind of like a taco.
it is. It's like a Greek taco.
Okay.
Catherine would probably pick that up and was like, how you like that taco? And she's like, it's Greek to me.
That's exactly what I would say. Yeah. Nailed it. Nailed it.
With some tzatziki sauce.
Ugh, so good.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good stuff. But anyway, yes. So last week of September through the weekend after Thanksgiving, and they do the big Christmas weekend. So that's to kick off the season.
Okay.
So that's a big one too. So
Okay.
we want to aim to where it's not 108 degrees.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Somewhere in the middle there.
But it's weird. It's like it can get real cold too.
Yeah.
I've gone where it was like there's not enough ye old fire pits around here to,
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's on the table, Catherine.
Talk about what you're drinking.
Okay. Do you want to go first, or would you like me to go first? Are you prepared to speak on the beer you brought, Kennedy?
Sure.
Do.
We
Go.
can do it.
And now.
So-
and go.
Okay.
And
so
now.
don't do that. You're
Now.
throwing
Cue.
me off.
Do it now.
Go. Now.
Right
Okay,
now.
so we have a not collaboration
Mm-hmm.
with St. Arnold, and I guess we're not allowed to say the not collaboration other part.
Well, if it's not a collaboration with Brash, you can say that it's
yeah,
not
so
a
it has
collaboration.
nothing to do with Brash.
Right.
So this has kind of been like a really popular beer lately, and so we finally have it on our show.
Cool. Yeah. No, good beer. I've had it.
Does it have a name or?
Yeah, not a collaboration.
Oh, it's called Not a Collaboration.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just very roundaboutly trying to say something. I didn't understand what was happening.
Well, because of the laws in our great state.
Right.
Yeah. It's they can't do collaborations when it's, one brewery has to do it, and then another brewery can, I guess, give expert advice or whatever. but,
Right.
but technically it's not a collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
it.
And the second beer I brought,
Yes. Oh, we're just going to jump and talk about both of them right
No.
away. I guess we should, because we always forget to come back.
yeah, no, it's called View Do.
Voodoo?
View Do.
Voodoo.
Yeah,
Voodoo?
maybe.
Voodoo.
I picked this up when I was in San Antonio a few weeks ago. Ghost Pixel Studios.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah, that's a Freetail
Yeah.
spinoff.
Yeah, so it's a kettle sour hazy IPA. So we got two hazy IPAs here.
Yeah, cool. But that one's just kettle soured, right?
Yeah, that was kettle soured.
All right.
It's good. I've actually had both of these, and they're pretty good.
Cool.
And the other one is the one I stole out of your refrigerator.
No, it was for that. It's for that.
To make our studio look a little fuller.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got more on the beer table this way.
Yes. No, it's good. This is a great summer beer, Catherine. If you make it into Pearland at any moment,
Okay.
this is from Backfish Brewing. Chris, one of the founders and owners, was on Interbrews a couple episodes back. So if you want to hear their story, you can go shameless plug there. But this Belgian wit, of course, has the orange peel, coriander, and some chamomile. So it's very soothing. Chamomile has a very like round, smooth flavor that I love.
Right.
I've made a chamomile beer before, and it's delightful. Is what I'm going to say. Perfect summer beer, though.
Anyone you want to start with?
Let's start with the wit based on, proper
All right.
whatever. We'll finish with the not a collaboration. We'll sandwich that San Antonio beer between the two Houston area beers. Kind of like this show. The two of us, and then Catherine smack dab in the middle,
Yeah.
which is
Sandwiched.
sandwiched, just sandwiched in the middle. Super approps. Catherine, what's been anything? What were we going to talk about? I've sent you a whole bunch of stuff.
You did send me a whole bunch of stuff. Let's dive in. Right now, I'm a little on edge because I'm watching my parakeet walk on the floor, and the dog is following very close behind. I've never seen that happen before.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
Okay.
listen. If there's anything you try to do as a parent, it's to reduce the percentage of trauma. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I just want to make sure that this bird survives the day. Okay. Let's see what you sent me today.
Yeah.
You sent me an article about UFOs.
Yeah, that was cool. Okay, did you read it?
I didn't, but let's talk about it.
Do you like? Are you into you? Like, okay, first of all.
Well, let's do this because I think we've had this conversation before. I do 100% believe that we are not the only life in the universe.
Okay.
Galaxies, universes upon universes, galaxies upon galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be silly to think that we're the only thing rolling around out here.
Okay.
So yes, I do believe that there's something out there somewhere.
Yes.
Is it necessarily like an alien with a big head that's coming down to like, I don't necessarily think it's that,
Absolutely.
but something somewhere.
Yeah. It's a fascinating thought, and it can't be. I personally, would they be able to get to us? That's the key,
Right.
and I think
Because since we can't seem to get anywhere.
no. Well, there's too much good stuff on Netflix.
Right.
Who has time to go to space?
Nobody.
And you can't get internet and stream all that on a spaceship. There's
Right.
no Wi-Fi signal strong enough.
Right.
So lower Earth orbit at the max.
And you can't watch live TV because
Insane.
the delay would be like ridiculous.
Right. Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah. Can you imagine what your bill would be? Like just like on a moon trip, like your roaming charges if they still have those.
It would be out of this world.
Astronomical. Even.
Astronomical. Yeah.
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 Galactic.
Just like on Mars alone,
Mm-hmm.
it's like hours delay.
Yeah, it would really put you in a, I don't know, crater of a, financially. That's all I got.
It was good though. It was good.
Yeah,
You should be proud of it. It was really good.
yeah. I forgot the word there for a second. What am I?
Yeah.
Hole? What are those holes? Divot? Not a divot. That's a golf thing.
Going back to the, I'm sorry. We had a viewer comment.
Oh.
Going back to the Renaissance Festival.
Yeah.
Polania restaurant. Best Polish food at the restaurant.
That's from Vicky
All right, sorry. Best Polish food at the
Renfest.
Renfest.
That's coming from Vicky, whose last name is Krzyzinski. It's spelled exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, her last name is Polish.
Yeah,
It starts with a K.
and ends with a
Yeah, and
a whole bunch.
there's like
what letters are not in that?
yeah.
They're all there. Go to the chat now on Facebook, and you can
Yeah.
judge for yourself. That's a lot of. I feel like they're just those Polish. They're just freewheeling with their consonants.
Yeah.
They're not very conservative when it comes to consonants in Poland. There, Catherine.
And then
Willy-nilly.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
They're just willy nilly.
congratulations to Jeffrey.
Yeah,
He scored 38 on both beers in an ESB.
the ESB competition.
Is 38 good?
I don't know what the scale is. If it's out of 100, better luck next time, Jeff. If it's out of 40, hey man, awesome.
Great job.
If it's out of 50, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
70, try harder.
You're halfway there.
70, you're still failing.
Yeah, not the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, either way to step up, man. Way to make some beer. So, yeah. Oh, is that the thing? Okay, Vicky just mentioned she likes vowels. So is that the thing? Maybe Poland just has a shortage of
She
vowels.
likes vowels or bowels?
They lack vowels.
Oh, they lack vowels.
Yeah, I wonder
They
if that's a
how they poop.
vowel.
Oh, with the V. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood that.
It's a common mistake.
Yeah.
No, they have. I think they all have vowels.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not-
I don't want to make assumptions about other people, but
Yeah, they're not the great leader of North Korea.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
doesn't.
who has nothing?
He doesn't.
He doesn't poop.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, so maybe it's just a shortage of vowels, and so now they're lousy with consonants, but they're shortage of vowels.
Yeah, you know what's really interesting about that? My mom, who married my stepdad, his last name is German, and it's lacking a vowel.
Really?
And she had to spell it to people over and over and over again because they want to stick a vowel there at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's human nature just wanting to stick vowels where they don't belong.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks weird and it sounds weird, so I
Yeah.
get it.
True. Yeah. That's fine. We don't judge.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Germans brought us some good beer.
yeah, they sure did.
I mean, there's some other questionable historical events from.
There's some things that we could probably debate back and forth, but I think overall,
Yeah.
at this time,
The beers.
But the Germans
they're
also,
doing okay.
The Germans, I don't know if I should say this, but they also brought us vagina beer.
Did they?
Yes.
I thought those were
Was
Swedish.
that a German
I
company?
thought that was
I
Swedish.
thought that was German.
I think
That
that's
doesn't
the
sound
Swedish.
like it would be German to
That-
me.
That's sweet.
I don't want to stereotype people, but I don't know actually.
I think it would be much more
All right,
risque.
I'm about
We'll look
to.
it up.
I'm about
We'll
to
look it
Google
up.
this.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
it
we'll
was
look
like Sweden or Switzerland or somewhere. I don't think it was German.
I just better not do a image search for this.
Oh, it's your computer. Go nuts.
Do it up.
I mean, literally, if you want to look that up, you can.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Yeah. So what were we talking about before we got into the vowels?
UFOs?
Oh,
We were talking
UFOs.
about UFOs at some point.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Blink 182. This cue your all the small things, right?
Yeah. All the small things. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Cutting that out. Remember that's at
I was
Right at the 30-minute
I
mark.
would say I was a child of Blink-182 era.
yeah.
sorry.
That was back when Total Request Live was a thing.
Yes.
Yeah, and they were on there all the time.
Yeah.
They were kind of the reprieve from the Backstreet Boy, NSYNC, Christina Aguilera.
They were all we had. Yes,
Onslaught.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use Onslaught more. If I were to, like, instead of OnStar, that would be
Right.
cool if they had a service called Onslaught and you hit the button.
Yeah.
It was just like all the songs that annoyed you
Yeah.
or something. Hazel, she's tired, right?
She's look at this face. I mean, look how tired she is.
She looks exhausted.
She's,
Whoa.
she's so worried all the time. See
What
that?
have you been feeding her?
It's a constant state of worry all the time.
What?
She is. This is a dog, but that doubles as a loaf of bread.
And a hairy sausage.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, she's actually. I don't know if you could see this, Josh, but the last time you saw her, look how fat she is now.
I know. What do y'all? Have y'all tried low carb?
Hazel. This is all
Oh.
Hazel, because she sits in the high chair.
Uh-huh.
In fact, I've named her eating area the high chair, like it's a restaurant,
Yeah.
and the dog just goes and eats behind her every day.
Well, cleanup, providing a
I
valuable
don't have to
service.
clean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm looking for the.
So,
Man, I'm emailing you. I messaged you too many things.
the vagina beer's from Poland.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Well, yeah,
sounds
that's- yeah,
a little
that's
more
not-
on track.
Mm-hmm. That's not.
Just in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, I had to pull up the UFO article. So anyway, the guy from Blink 182, apparently he used all that money and sunk it into paranormal investigations. Kennedy,
Which guy from Blink 182?
what's the lead singer? Not Travis. Whatever.
Travis Barker,
He was the
the
drummer.
Yeah.
And then the other guy
Well, they had like really two singers.
had three dudes. Tom DeLonge.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So apparently he was on Joe Rogan's podcast a while back talking
Okay.
about all this. And I watched for about 10 minutes. I'm like, I can't. It's too much. He's too deep. He's too deep into it.
Yeah.
And it was just UFOs and the government. And
It's conspiracy stuff.
yeah, but apparently it's legit because he's got all these people from, legit government agencies and schools like physicists and astrophysicists and all these people. And they've got these videos. The one video from like Navy fighter pilot guys, like they said, like, what the
Yeah.
heck is that? Something that looked like a Tic Tac.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was just actually released by the government.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
recently. But he apparently helped facilitate that.
Get it released.
Tom DeLonge of 182 facilitated the release of UFO videos.
How did he get into this line of work? I wonder.
Well, he started small.
What do you mean? Small
Just
things.
all
That's all the
small
small
things.
things. That's
Small
what led
things.
to it. I get it.
He's been waiting to use that
Like that's something he's been on.
since 1994, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, a few people watching on YouTube. Hey to P Rocka. You know who that is, right? And then Foamy Head 13.
Oh yeah, Foamy Head watches a lot.
He's having a Celis White, which, by the way,
Oh.
I've got some of that in the refrigerator, and it's good. It's good. Christine Celis back in Austin, and her daughter. I forget her daughter's name, but her daughter's the brewmaster there, her head brewer.
Nice.
Because Pierre Celis originally brought the wit style to Austin, revived it back in the day.
Yeah.
So cheers to Celis.
Cheers to that.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, UFOs. Kennedy, do you believe in UFOs? Well, let me say this. Of course, UFOs, we don't, because if they're unidentified flying objects, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
No, it's just a big category.
Yeah.
Right.
it could be a
Do
lot
you
of
believe in
things.
Very generic.
extraterrestrial
visiting us?
visitation from somewhere from the great beyond?
Yeah. Actually, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Um,
You and Catherine. You think people have visited us?
I don't know that people have come here.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that it's very arrogant to think that we're the only thing living in all of the universe and all of the galaxies. That doesn't make sense to me. If we believe science
Yeah.
well,
and
I
it
mean,
just goes on and on and on and on,
Mm-hmm.
then obviously there's got to be other things out there.
Possibly.
And they're looking for us the way that we're looking for them.
It's at least a
Or-
possibility. Or they're just...
maybe some ancient civilization out there started humans.
Mm-hmm.
They,
Is that what you
Maybe.
think?
yeah. Have you seen
Like we're just all a bunch of hamsters.
Sora? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. There's been was it the Alien movie? How there's the engineers that actually started the human race.
Oh, well, who started them?
I don't know. I don't think they went into that part.
So that's...
But yeah.
But what do you think?
I don't know. I think one of these days when we figure it out, a million years from now, we're like, nobody ever thought about that.
Your mic's a little low.
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm listening to what you're saying, but
what? Yeah,
it's distracting.
Yeah.
It's out of the line of your vocal cords. Don't mess with it now. Or do, but I'll mute you. Now fix it. Come up like an eighth of an inch or a quarter of an inch.
That's what she said.
Yeah. It is what she said.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm giving it all
He's
I
like,
got.
I can't. This is all I have.
Giving her all she got, Captain.
This is everything.
That's
I think
Star
that
Wars.
Aliens have visited us.
Oh,
But I do not. There we go.
yeah.
What'd you just
I
do?
muted you because it was too low and you were going to adjust it. But
Oh.
you didn't adjust it. You just bent
I
down.
didn't know you were doing that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the whole deal.
But I don't think they've made contact with us.
I don't think anyone's being abducted and probed.
No.
And if they are, it's probably not by aliens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm adjusting.
I'm muting you. Yeah. Okay. I do think when they shoot this stuff on video, it's almost always, whether they'll admit it or not, like pretty identifiable as some sort of military grade.
Right.
Something
Something
or other.
else.
Yes.
Right.
So I think that's pretty much what all this is. And I think that's I guess, because there is no way to actually, beyond a shadow of a doubt, prove that there's nothing else out there because you can't go
Right.
to everywhere.
Right.
The same thing, you can't, until you actually, there's no real verifiable way to say that there is either. So it's one of those things that you have to put in the unknown.
Right. We don't know.
You don't know. But it makes for good movies. I personally don't think there's anything else out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Galaxy upon galaxy, universe so huge as
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
You don't think there's anything else rolling around out there?
No,
Just this one, just us.
just us. I think that's
Okay.
how fine-tuned the whole thing is.
That's what the Catholic Church used to think,
What?
that the whole universe revolved around the Earth.
No, I'm not saying it revolves around the Earth. You've completely mislabeled what I just said, Kennedy.
You said we're the only ones there.
Yeah, we're the
one's out
only
here.
we're the only living creatures in the universe, is what I'm saying.
They have discovered planets that are close enough to a sun to be able to sustain life.
Do we want to get into what it actually takes to sustain life? Do we want to get into this conversation, fine-tuning of the universe?
My point is,
My point is that you've underread and you've understudied what it actually takes to
I didn't
sustain
say
life.
that there was life there. I'm just saying it was in a orbit around the sun where the temperature is.
Do you know how
there
many?
to
Do you know how
sustain
many?
life.
And this is consensus among
All right.
atheists, scientists, naturalists, all this. There's like 27 things that have to line up,
Right.
maybe more, for there even to be a possibility of any sort of life.
Right.
That's one of them.
True.
Everything else is think of it's basically what we are. So you have to have planets, outer planets like Jupiter, Saturn.
But it doesn't
Uranus.
necessarily have to be life as we know it.
No, this is within for physics to allow for life to
For
be
anything.
sustained for anything.
Microorganisms,
Yeah.
anything.
Yes. And that's, one. Okay. So things like distance from the sun is one. Yes. So you have to be in the Goldilocks zone, right?
Yeah.
You also have to have a satellite, the ratio that our moon is to us for tides and things like that. Because without tides, you get locked and the water stays still and gets stagnant. You have to have perfect ratios of all the elements. You have to have outer planets like we have Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Jupiter to catch all the big, planet-killing asteroids and things like that. Let's see, where else? You have to be within the perfect place in your galaxy. If you're too close to the middle, where there's a huge, giant, ginormous black hole, instant radiation death for anything that were to be living. You can't be too far away or you get spun out into space. And this is all dialed into just nths of a degree. Your galaxy has to be in a certain place in a galaxy cluster, certain place in a galaxy supercluster. There's just so many variables that for it to be an actual thing is the odds are that we're the only thing when you look at it mathematically. I could go on, but I don't know that anybody wants me to go on.
Billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
Of
Galaxies.
Yes. Tens of billions.
Yes.
If not hundreds of billions of planets.
And that's how astronomically high the odds are low, minuscule, like that life would exist. And you're talking about, 10 to the 100 and whatever of power. Literally as many stars as we can observe in the universe. Because we can see all the way back to within seconds of the Big Bang. We can measure that radiation. We've seen it, Hubble Space Telescope.
Well, there's still light that hasn't, from the Big Bang, that still hasn't reached the Earth yet.
Well, with Hubble, we've seen back to within like hundredths of a second of the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but I'm saying it's the light itself from the stars.
No, when you look back with the Hubble and you can see that's far out. I'm not saying we've seen, yes, I guess there's the observable universe, but we can see back in time when you look back, right?
Yeah.
Because it's the light hasn't hit us yet, but we're seeing further, whatever. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
We can get into it more
Hold on,
later.
Hold on. I haven't checked the comments. Jeffrey probably had something to say.
He probably does. Yeah.
Drake equation.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what does that mean, Adam? The Drake equation.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, somebody look that up. I need another beer. Or more of a beer.
All right, hold on.
What are we drinking next?
Let's do the
I'm parched. Once I get into like astronomical talk, my mouth dries up like the surface of the moon.
View.
Yeah, sure. Why not? That'll work.
You said that was the second one?
Yeah. Well, we have another,
Okay, the Drake equation is an attempt to encapsulate all the variables that would be relevant to establishing the number of intelligent civilizations that existed in the Milky Way galaxy and which were broadcasting radio signals at this particular point in time.
Mm-hmm. When was the Drake equation?
The Drake equation is composed of 7 terms.
But when was it first established? Because we've discovered a lot in the last little bit. And I mean, like.
But I mean, this is very narrow because I'm not talking about just us and our galaxy. We're talking about galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But I'm saying that I think to take that view, just from what I've read, and I've only read a couple.
2006.
Okay. So, but they don't take into account all the variables we know have to be exact for life to exist. And then on top of that, intelligent life, when you're talking about another civilization, it has to be even more. Then you get into, plate tectonics have to be a thing. You have to have the certain, very fine-tuned amounts of elements on whatever planet that is. I mean, that took billions of years. The development of Earth, what were we, 4.6 billion years old or whatever we are? We had to be hit by all these asteroids at the right time and the right, just right time and just the right location and just the right size of asteroid for us to get all our metals, heavy metals, all of our other elements. They didn't just pop up here. It had to be,
it
developed.
takes like weeks in the studio.
Huh?
For heavy metal?
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway, that's just that's just my thought.
Yeah.
I thought you spilled a beer.
I almost shattered a glass. Is what I
hear
did.
you. I hear you.
Yeah. Anyway, when you start looking into it, you're like, one, it blows your mind at how implausible it is that we're actually here. And so when I look at it like that, I'm like, well,
now I feel guilty for every little bit of my life.
why? I mean, just to get beer here for grain to be able to grow and yeast to be able to proliferate.
Yeah.
I mean, that things had to be fine tuned. Let's go with beer. Let's talk about it like that.
Yeah.
You have to have the right ratio of water to land mass.
You rolling those hazy
Okay, what other, not to cut you off, but, and this is fascinating, but what other topics did you send me?
Well, ooh, hold on.
Hold on. This, you know what else is blowing my mind?
This beer?
What?
Yeah.
Hey, Bella.
Is it so good?
It really is. It's a kettle soured IPA, right?
Hazy IPA.
Hazy IPA?
Yeah.
No, Jeff, we're not rolling those cans before we pour them. I guess that is the...
What does it mean?
Well, because the haze settles out when you can it like that, and I don't. I guess
You have to beat the can up?
well,
there-
like
there-
roll it kind of like a Hefeweizen you would with the last quarter
there's
inch
a
or whatever.
technique to pouring these?
Well, if you want the haze, and I'm not all up on the haze, you know. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, that would be a good title for your first rap single.
All up on the haze.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give you a credit in the song.
Yeah, well, now you do.
What's your
Yeah.
what's
Speaking
your
of hazy, what's my what?
what's your rap name?
DJ Kitty Cat, of course. What? That's a stupid thing to ask me.
I know.
Yeah.
I was
Since
just making- sometimes people change.
1997, I've been DJ Kitty Cat.
I know, but sometimes she'll bite you if you touch the wrong spot, Kennedy. Beware, it's right under her rib cage, so be careful.
I thought you were talking about me. I was like, hell yes, I will.
No, you for sure.
That's
I don't.
me.
I don't know where your spot is. I
Step
know.
off.
I know where
Yeah.
Bella's is. If we're showing off our dogs on screen today.
Right.
I thought I sent you. Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Let's talk about Morgan Freeman. for
Let's
just a
talk
second,
about
okay?
Morgan Freeman.
First of all, speaking of hazy, that's what I was going to say. That stud, that gold stud earring,
Yeah.
I feel
Hey,
like
don't-
is
what do you- hold
should
on.
be the first tell.
Don't let the dog lick the beer. And second of all, Catherine's getting into the cut away from you and the dog fondling one another. All right, sorry, Catherine. I apologize. The earring.
Yeah, the gold stud should be the first tell. Any stud in a guy's ear should be the first tell
Yeah.
that his hands have been places.
Since 1992.
Whenever old guys started putting studs in their ears,
Yes.
Harrison Ford has one. I'm like, oh, he's obviously
Yeah, we need to
With
look
the
into
stuff.
Captain Solo
Yeah.
there, or Indy,
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call him. What do you identify when you look at Harrison Ford?
yeah.
Han Solo or Indiana Jones?
Han Solo for me. I wasn't really into the Indiana Jones movies,
Okay,
Blasphemy.
I think
but my brother watched a shit ton of Star Wars, so
Yeah.
it was beaten into me.
okay, I get it. Of course, the Solo movie, ticket sales not so great.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, because it's too many. It's too many. Let's take a summer off, maybe.
That's true, and I don't think that they really marketed it.
Yeah.
Marketed it. Anyway, I don't know that they marketed. That's a weird one. Marketed in my head. I don't know that they did that the way they were supposed to, or what they would normally have for like a Star Wars movie.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm not real interested to see it, but like I'll watch it when it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Vicky's team Indiana Jones.
Me too. I would want to be Indiana Jones. I wouldn't want to be a Han Solo.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen what happens to Han Solo.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
It's not
Dude, you
great.
get to cruise around and across the
And
universe.
You're killed by your
Chewbacca,
yeah, that dude,
your
Chewbacca.
bestie.
He's got fleas. Let's be honest.
Well, they're space
Listen.
fleas, so
yeah, those are worse. Those
or
are worse.
better.
Listen, do you know how finely tuned the universe is to have space fleas?
Yeah.
It's a thing. Go to the moon,
Yeah.
you get space fleas. But if that was the basis for like some, go through a wormhole and whatever that alternate galaxy / universe, whatever their version of the Red Hot Chili Peppers is, space flea. I
That would be
bet you he's a badass on the base.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He kind of looks like an alien already, so
that's what I'm saying. He could be a
Yeah.
space flea.
yeah,
Oh.
totally.
And apparently Indiana Jones gets all the ladies.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's true, actually. But
kind of a ladies' man.
there aren't enough ladies around for Han Solo to really work his magic. You know what I mean?
I mean, just not humanoid looking ladies.
Yeah.
It depends on what your type was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who would want to be like you're stuck in space most of the time with a big hairy dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really
like you and Kennedy in the studio right now.
yeah. If
Well,
this
he's-
is an hour, 2 hours, 3 tops if you throw in all the prep time.
Right.
That's a thing. But that's once a week, and I can handle that.
Are space rules like prison rules?
Oh yeah, if what go
You know what I mean?
yeah, if nothing can hear you scream outside the spaceship, then
Didn't happen.
yeah. I don't know.
Like you would never be cold. Space is cold. There's absolutely no heat generated in outer space.
Right.
And you got some big furry dude that'll keep you warm on those long nights.
His
Or
gravitational
there's actually
pull.
there's actually not
This
nights.
sounds like this is a movie maybe that Kennedy's watched. You know?
Yeah, what's the porn version of
What is it?
those guys of the Solo movie?
I don't know.
Hot hand Solo. That's a whole other thing.
That's not a two-person movie.
No, that's a very
that's
narrow genre.
that's a monologue.
That's a
not
narrow genre.
Yeah.
You know, it's got one storyline and it ends the
That's
same way every time.
It ends the same exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like I shouldn't have watched that.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
Now I feel guilty.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much all of it. But
Hope my mom doesn't walk in.
Ooh. Sorry, Mrs. Solo.
Yeah.
Ugh. Or Chewbacca's mom. Or whatever
Yeah.
she.
That's it.
I don't know.
You wouldn't want Chewbacca's mom cooking for you, I don't think.
Nah. I think they just eat. Because you remember that? Okay, that's one thing about Chewbacca. These new movies where they kind of mess it up. Mm-hmm. Like when you go back to the original, episodes 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Chewbacca's real intelligent.
hold on.
What?
Star Wars porn names.
Oh. Who's throwing at us?
Dirty Jedi.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Who's giving us? Are you did you look
Debbie,
these up?
Debbie does Dan Tuing.
Okay.
All right. Sex Wars.
There, seen it.
That's lazy.
Yeah. Adventures of Django Fat. Intergalactic Booty Hunter.
I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All the other ones are
good.
dumb.
Okay.
Oh.
Chicks with tentacles.
Those were the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, here's one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sith on my face.
There's that.
There's that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay, you should, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I may have crossed.
How
the line.
about Star Wars:
That
A
was
New
it.
Hole?
the new
There
hole?
we go.
A New Hole.
Yeah.
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 That's that nose porn.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going for ear, but okay, that works too.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't your autobiography. It's just,
Yeah. These are.
yeah.
There's no way the studio's going for
Concept.
ear. I mean, it does have a built-in sequel. You got the one on the other side, but
I tell you what, if there's one thing you can get from Liquid Lunch, it's high concept porn.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Taking it to the next level.
Yeah. True. Okay. So yeah, Indiana Jones. We'll wrap that up there. I'd rather be
All
Indiana
right.
Jones.
Do we want to talk about Morgan Freeman or no?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Speaking of,
Speaking of Indiana Jones,
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about Morgan Freeman's indiscretions. First of all, it was sad to see it coming,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't surprise me all that much.
is there anyone it would surprise you with now?
Not anymore.
Job of
I
that
don't
butt.
think so.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna stop looking up names.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm missing something since I don't really watch news.
Yeah.
Now Morgan Freeman's on the
Morgan Freeman.
he's on the dirty list.
Yeah, he's on
Morgan
the list.
Freeman.
Oh, not Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. I just imagine him
on
harassing
the-
people in that voice.
Morgan Freeman
Yeah.
and I share a birthday.
I'm
by the
going
way.
to tomorrow, right?
Oh.
Happy birthday, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yeah, my birthday's tomorrow.
Poor Morgan Freeman.
I know.
Sharing a
Has
birthday,
to share a birthday with Kennedy.
right?
And Alanis Morissette.
That's how
I think there's the really good lesson in all of this is just like don't be a dick and a creep.
Yeah. When did all this happen? I feel like
This happened on his movie with the two other old dudes. Could have I don't know.
oh, not
One of those old guy movies. Like
Yeah.
where they were robbing a bank or something.
Oh, okay.
And I guess Alan Arkin had to tell him to stop
Oh,
because he kept lifting up this girl's skirt.
how old is Morgan Freeman?
Well, he played God, so he has to be at least 30 million years old,
Yeah.
something
He's
like
7.
that.
There is no beginning. He's just always been there.
Yeah, he's just always
Yeah.
been around. But I think The Descent was probably the bucket list.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, well, I mean, before that, when did Morgan Freeman go from being creepy old dude to, from like, prominent actor that a woman, not saying that that Morgan Freeman's their type, but if it, there's a line from when,
Oh, you mean like when is this now? This is weird and gross.
yeah, like he's a hot
Well, I mean, I think
A-list
anyone
celebrity.
trying to touch my butt would be weird and gross.
at any time for any reason?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know about other people.
What if there's a
but-
mosquito?
Yeah.
Well, then you say there's a mosquito on your butt. You
What if-
don't go and try to take it off. I mean, I guess in an extreme situation where
Slap
there
it.
is a huge rattlesnake
Mm-hmm.
that's attached itself to my lower thigh or my upper thigh, and you have to go in there and get it.
Yeah.
But even then, I'd be like, hey, don't be so handsy.
Well.
Just the snake, buddy. Just the snake.
What if somebody?
What if your skirt is on fire
Yeah.
and there's no water?
I mean, I guess in a case like that, okay, fine.
Okay.
What-
I just want to know where the line is.
What
Right.
if somebody
I want
drew?
well defined.
What if somebody made a "kick me" sign and it was taped on your
Uh-huh.
butt,
Yeah.
and he was just simply trying to take it off?
Well, you can
That's-
communicate
you
that.
can just tell somebody there's a sign. First of all, what kind of adults are putting kick me signs on each other? But you just tell somebody.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying there's fire is
Right.
imperative.
Fire or poisonous snakes or spiders, I guess, would all be okay.
Yeah.
But I think in this case, he just wanted to see what was under her skirt.
True.
Yeah.
Like he didn't know.
Because he doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's old. He's old. He could have dementia.
He could. That's what I'm saying. Like
Maybe he forgot.
Yeah.
there's an old man line to where they're like, "Oh, I can just get away with it. I'm an old dude."
Right.
Like
It's
George
cute.
H.
It's funny. Ha ha ha. It's funny.
George H.W. Bush.
Am I getting close to that age?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean it's okay,
Right.
Yeah.
but like President Bush got in some trouble.
He did
Hold
get into
on.
some trouble. Yeah.
Bush.
Yes.
Senior, yeah,
Because he was feeling up girls when they were taking pictures with him.
yeah, because his
And
arm,
then joking about it, and Barbara was like, "Oh."
yeah, because his arm doesn't work right, and so like when he'd act like he's gonna try to put his arm around for
Right.
he's in a wheelchair, but he would accident
Yeah.
cuppage, which, I mean, I guess kudos for trying to be funny with the situation with the arm, but maybe you're
I mean, I
You're
guess,
missing
but
it,
it's
but
still
you're
somebody's
missing-
body.
you're missing.
Listen, my grandfather was sick a couple years ago, and I had to stay with him in the hospital for a couple of days.
Mhm.
And he was being so creepy with the nurses. And this is like something you don't ever witness,
Yeah.
ever. I just never seen this before in my life. But I went outside and said, "I'm so sorry." Because I know that if I'm uncomfortable, you must be very uncomfortable.
Yeah,
And you can tell him to stop. And I've told him repeatedly, this is not appropriate.
yeah. Nurses deal with that a lot.
It's awful.
Yeah, like a lot of that type of stuff. It's probably
Yeah.
it's mostly the drugs and that whole I may die here,
Right.
so I'm just gonna let
It's my-
inhibitions go.
Whatever I can say, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, like
It was so weird. And what's weird about it is that, like, I'd never seen my grandfather like that before. So, like, to see that spark in him was really uncomfortable. I was like, whoa. No, bring it down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. And then my grandmother was like, "Oh, he always flirts with the nurses." And I'm like, this is disgusting.
Well, there's a line on the flirting. You can say, I don't know, "Wow, you look great in those scrubs." They really, bring out your eyes.
Too far. Too far.
To say you look nice today in your scrubs.
You can say, "You look nice today."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's it.
You can't say like, "Hey, those
Don't,
scrubs." Those,
don't point out any physical features on a woman unless you're in a dating situation.
so you can't
In
say.
my opinion. In my opinion.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
You can't say those
You
scrubs.
can't say eyes, like your eyes look, or
That's romantic though, right?
well, yeah, but you
And
said
then-
any
and
body
then
part.
You're forcing her to make a call. Is she gonna invite you to be romantic with her, or is she gonna have to shut you down?
That's true. I guess, yeah, eyes. If those are the windows to the soul, I guess
Yeah.
that's okay. You're just window shopping, and they can say, "You know what? Nah, we're going to draw the curtains."
Yeah,
So move along. Move along to the next store, buddy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I think even like, okay, so all these like CrossFit moms or whatever that get really into CrossFit.
Hmm.
They have like, they walk around in their tank top with their guns.
Right.
Sun's out,
right.
guns
They're
out.
in a constant state of workout
Yes. All day. Yeah. It's like,
all day. They're in that outfit. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's their identity.
Yeah, they're going around in the spandex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So-
sometimes
all day
I
long.
will. Sometimes I'll put yoga pants on, but it's not because I'm working out. It's just because I'm lazy
Yeah.
and I haven't done laundry.
It's
Yeah.
true.
They go to the grocery store
Yeah.
Right.
in the spandex.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
They pick up their kids. They drop them off in the morning and then pick them up in the afternoon.
Same
outfit.
Yeah. Same outfit. But like even the comment on like, "Wow, your guns look good."
Yeah.
There's a line.
Whether you
Well, I mean, I think you could say your guns look good,
But if you say it more than once,
but if you said it, if you were constantly complimenting somebody's body, then that's different.
well, yeah, I'm just saying.
The same person.
Yes, if they're out there, but I'm saying you can say it once, like, whoa, what do you do? Oh, CrossFit, of course. And then the conversation goes on for the next 3 hours about
Right.
CrossFit.
Right.
So beware. That kind of has its own punishment.
oh, yeah.
Like,
I won't listen
you're
to
only
that.
going to comment somebody's guns and ask them what
Right.
they do if you're prepared for that conversation on CrossFit.
Right. That's like people talking about the keto diet now.
Oh, I know. Oh, let me
Oh,
tell
I
you.
lost 10 pounds. How'd you do it? Oh, let me. And then they have to pull up their Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't. Why do you have a separate Instagram for this?
Okay. So I've tried it, right?
Oh, did it work?
Yeah, when you do it right, it works great.
You can't drink beer on that diet.
Right. That's why I quit. Like literally when I was doing it, and this was, listen, I went hipster keto. I did it before it was cool.
Yeah, I remember
Okay.
when you did it.
Yeah, and I dropped down to not my high school lowest but probably my most fit weight since marriage. You know, which has been 16 and a half years, glorious years. But anyway, yeah, when you can do it, it works. But yeah, just this weekend we were in Round Rock. We went to a baseball game, and we stopped off at the Salt Lick barbecue place.
Oh, so good.
It's yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Tell you what, if you're doing low carb, I do just simple low carb. Like, okay, I do the 3 B's. Here's my 3 B diet. You ready for this?
Okay.
beans.
Booze.
Beer,
Yeah, beans.
beef,
Yeah.
Okay.
and blueberries.
Okay.
And it seems to work. I've been losing weight,
Yeah.
I'm feeling
your,
good,
Your body's probably starved for other nourishment.
maybe. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be working. I figured
Okay.
the blueberries would be.
That's an interesting thing to hone in on.
Yeah. I heard a thing once that somebody said, and I might not have listened to the whole article or podcast about blueberries and steak and how they.
And steak.
Yeah, but
Okay.
so it's worked for the last couple weeks.
All right.
And I only eat like twice a day, so maybe that's part of it too.
Okay.
Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so
Keto diet.
yeah, we went to Salt Lick, and by the way, if you're trying to go low carb, don't get the sliced brisket sandwich because they put literally half, like a loaf of bread on either side of your meat.
Yeah, I'm so hungry right now.
It's
Ugh.
that's a lot of bread. It's good,
Yeah.
but just order the meat.
Yeah.
That would have been the way to go. Of course, I had to
Yeah.
eat it, and a couple bites of cobbler that my mother-in-law bought, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Was it blueberry?
peach.
You fucked that up. Oops,
I'm-
sorry.
No, it's fine. I did.
How,
You're right.
how long were you in
Sorry,
line at
listeners.
Salt?
We,
Sorry.
Yeah.
we weren't.
That's a good
We went at a
question.
good time. We went at
Oh,
an
good.
off time. It was like
Yeah.
3,
Oh.
but it was hot. We sat outside.
You know what? I feel bad for Salt Lake because I feel like it is so good, but it's gotten lost in all these other like brand new barbecue places that have opened up.
Yeah, it's like it's too corporate now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that like the older stuff that were staples back in the day are just not as popular as they used to be because all these brand new places are opening.
Yeah, well, like independent food truck type barbecue
Yeah.
cookers that they're all the rage.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
watched the chef
Willow's barbecue.
Willow. Yeah, shout out to our guy Willow making killer barbecue, and I mean really really good barbecue. His chili, even his vegan chili, or vegetarian chili, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because he like smokes all the veggies on the meat thing.
Yeah.
So good. Anyway, yeah, that's I think the tell. Here's the tell. You ready for this?
Yeah.
The beer list.
Anywhere.
Well, yeah, but like a place like Salt Lake,
Yeah.
I look at their beer list. And I was like, what do you got that's local? And it was
Shiner.
they had Shiner and they had Independence.
Oh, they had
Yeah.
independent.
Oh,
But-
that's nice.
But when she was rattling off local, she mentioned Carbach and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
keep going. So I got a stash
She
IPA.
doesn't know. Yeah.
But even Independence is now partially owned by
They are.
Heineken via
Yeah, but
Lagunitas
isn't
or whatever
like
it
a
is.
super small percentage.
Still, it's part of it. So it's
Oh,
not completely
But
independent.
it wasn't really. They didn't actually sell out to
Right.
Heineken.
Well, they sold
it
the
was
Lagunitas.
Lagunitas.
and then they sold
Lagunitas.
the Heineken.
Lagunitas.
But that's like saying, all right, so I dated this dude, and his
It's like being
When
an
was this though, Josh?
It's like being an Eskimo.
college, a very brief time in my
Yeah.
very brief time at college.
Listen,
Yeah, it's like being an Eskimo
Yeah.
brother.
what's an Eskimo brother?
Do you not?
You've never heard that expression before?
Hold on. Let's look at the actual definition.
Oh my!
Is this a race
Oh
thing?
boy!
No, it's.
You have a
it's-
brother that's an Eskimo?
No.
No, I'm going to look up the actual definition so that we get it right. But it's.
Yeah.
Is this an urban
Yeah.
dictionary thing?
Yeah.
It's
like,
basically you.
Oh no, just basically, I'm going to get the official definition.
All right, I won't spoil
Yeah.
it. I'll let Josh do his thing.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Oh, how's Weight Watchers? We haven't done our weekly check-in.
I gotta get back on track, man. I'm real far off the road.
Yeah.
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 It's been a rough couple of weeks.
You know, I gain so I usually fluctuate a lot,
Yeah.
but I gained 2 pounds a couple days ago,
Yeah.
and it hasn't come off yet.
Yeah. See, I don't
I'm
know.
upset.
I don't know. My
I'm
big problem,
upset.
I went to a wedding on Saturday,
Yeah.
and they had a mac and cheese bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
And they had a chips and queso bar.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And a
beer.
chocolate fountain.
No, but they got all their desserts from this really great bakery here in town called Bird Bakery. And it was so delicious, but it was just flowing. It was like being on a cruise ship. Every 2 minutes there was new food coming by.
Did you track everything?
No, hell no.
Yeah.
No,
Because
I didn't.
I've even on my bad days, I still am good about tracking everything.
Tracking it, yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I had a 70-point day on Sunday.
I mean, but at least you know, right?
Yeah, 70 point. Yeah, but I had a burger and fries and 6 beers. Oh man.
And then you
Yeah.
just ate a
Yeah,
dozen eggs
and
the next
then
day.
this weekend's gonna be a birthday weekend, so yeah.
So you got to give it up, yeah.
You're going to give yourself 5 pounds for your
Yeah,
Get
birthday.
back.
so
Let's really dedicate the summer to it, Kennedy. That's what I think we should do.
yeah, it's not
Yeah.
this weekend though.
Not this weekend, but starting Monday.
Or 4th of July
Yeah,
weekend.
Friday's gonna be beer and pizza for me. So.
And 4th of July is on a Wednesday, so really the days in between the weekend and 4th of July, and then the next
Yeah, we
weekend
really
is
get
kind of
going.
a wash. So,
Yeah.
but and Labor Day weekend, don't do that either.
Oh, just if anybody wants to come hang out, I'll be at Brash on Friday night.
Go hang out with Kennedy for
Yeah.
his big 80th birthday, you
Yeah,
guys.
for-
He only
for
turned
80.
81.
That's true.
Yeah.
A big 80 at Brash. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have pizza.
You
there,
know what?
too.
Speaking of going to breweries, our good friend Mike was in San Antonio, I guess, this weekend.
He
and he
was.
messaged
He
me.
was.
And I tried to get to him, but it just didn't work out. But I really did want to go hang out with him.
Yeah, what happened?
Life. I have a lot of children,
You just
basically.
I just put my phone down in the other
Yeah,
room.
I was like, oh yeah, I'll text you a little bit to see where you're at, and then I forgot he existed.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they had a great time.
Yeah.
Oh, if any of you guys want to come out in a couple weekends and come hang out at Lake Livingston, I'm getting a beach house for the weekend.
And Lake Livingston.
You're
Lake
inviting all our
Livingston.
listeners and
No,
viewers
I'm
to come.
inviting you two.
Oh, I don't know where Lake Livingston is.
59 north.
It's close to Nacogdoches. That's probably the biggest city.
Best Walmart to go watch for Walmart people. Livingston
Is
Walmart.
it?
Really?
Oh,
Oh.
well.
Super interesting
Is
people.
it Nacogdoches? Isn't that a dry county?
No.
No, they have a brewery in Nacogdoches.
Oh, do they? I
Yeah.
thought it used to be dry. I had friends that went to school.
Maybe.
Whatever is out there.
It may be surrounded
And I
by dry
remember-
counties.
What's the
We spent one spring break there,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the worst spring break of my life.
what's the
Stephen F.
Nacogdoches?
Austin?
What's the Nacogdoches?
Yeah, it was Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, Preston just said, I can't believe we're talking about Eskimo brothers.
Well, that's a great segue. Here's the definition, Catherine.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me.
Eskimo brothers, when two males acknowledge having been intimate with the same female and remain on good terms,
Yeah.
the men are now bonded by having shared the same igloo at one time or another.
That's an Eskimo brother.
Yeah.
Gross.
It
Okay.
happens.
So anyway,
I'm sure it does, but
I'm
let me tell you something. Women don't bond that way.
Oh,
yeah,
You know?
it's just not in y'all's.
It's not part
Nature.
of who we are. No.
I've
It's-
got some really good friends that are also Eskimo brothers.
There you go. I don't.
Oh.
That I know of. That's the thing. I guess you have to have knowledge of it. So no, I don't.
Somebody's got to give up the information.
Yeah, I'm far too jealous for that sort of thing. I'm a jealous person.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could hang out with anybody that had dated.
This is the look that I would.
Yeah, that's.
Hold on. Do the look again. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would be something along those lines.
yeah. That's the same look he's gonna make when he realizes that UFOs have visited us.
I mean, whatever. If that happens, I'd believe. You know what? let's put a 10-year window on it, and
Okay.
then make a bet. I'd be willing to put money on it.
All right.
But they have, or they will or will not have visited us.
No, that they haven't and won't.
No.
In just only 10 years?
Okay, 20. I don't know. How long does it need for this bet to pay
I don't
off?
know. I don't like to do things in terms of years anymore because now that I'm almost 40, all I do is thinking about the age that I'll be.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
when that
I'm almost
time
40.
comes.
Wow. I'm almost 80.
Okay.
How old are you
that's
going to be
true.
for real? I know I ask you this like every year.
It's funny. I get asked this question.
Well, your birthday's almost on Liquid Lunch's birthday.
At least, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
At least once a week, someone was like, "Now, how old are you again?"
Because
What do you
everybody
say?
jokes about you being
Do you
old.
tell the truth or do you
Yeah,
lie?
I tell the truth.
Okay, how old are you?
Tomorrow I'll be 47.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No.
No.
I
Nah,
mean,
that's still young and spry.
yeah, sort of. I mean, for you. Like, you still are going to get, oh, that's not bad for almost 50.
Like you haven't started shrinking yet.
Or
No,
have-
I haven't started shrinking. No.
Okay.
No.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. You don't have to take medications to like be romantic.
No, I do not.
Okay, you're good then.
Yeah.
You're so good. You're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't, I'm actually not on any medication whatsoever.
Good for
You
you.
mean-
Is that because you don't go to the doctor, or it's because?
No,
Because you're a single dude. Yeah, of course he
I-
doesn't go to the doctor.
I go to the doctor.
Okay.
I get regular.
All right.
Although
Regular
I
checkups?
do need to.
The old prostate exam?
Yeah,
Oh, you do?
That's kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get a digit dropped on you.
Yeah.
They do 1 or 2
What?
digits.
I heard that.
No,
really
no,
good
I'm talking.
doctor, it's like 3
I'm
or
not
4,
talking
right?
prostate. I'm talking about the whole enchilada.
Everything you need, like the whole physical.
No, I'm talking.
I don't.
A little
You
bit
need your
more
colon.
than-
Oh, the camera guy?
Yeah.
Oh, a colonoscopy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that. There's
Yeah, it's that dude with the boom mic that's so uncomfortable. It's like, how are you going to
Yeah.
get that in?
and
there?
from what I hear, it's not so much the procedure; it's the leading up
Yeah,
to
the drink.
procedure. Yeah.
If they would put that stuff in beer, be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was actually my last couple checkups ago. I was supposed to make an appointment. I haven't done it, but
Is there any more of that Ghost Pixel beer? Did we drink it all? That was really good.
I know.
If Scott's listening, first of all,
Yeah.
hey, I called it on the Rockets. They went to 7, although we lost. And then excellent beer, Scott.
Yeah. Everything. I don't think I've ever had a pre-tail or Ghost Pixel beer where I've been like, ugh, what is this shit? That's never happened.
No, yeah, of course, I don't think I have either. But I'm saying with this particular beer, this is
It's-
where do you have to go to San Antonio to get this?
Particularly excellent.
Yeah.
Ghost
I've-
Pixel. I don't even think Ghost Pixel. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of turn. Because I don't want any beer people coming down on me
Yeah.
in the San Antonio beer scene.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it
Attention
very
whore.
many places other than
At the brewery.
straight from the source.
Okay, worth going then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a lot of beer there, and this was the end of it. This one right here.
That's a shame. Well, next time you go, or
Finished it.
Catherine, next time you head this way, I may.
Yeah.
I mean-
Have me pick some up.
Yeah,
This one was.
I'll
I love this one.
Western Union you some cash or whatever.
Yeah, that's how you should do it.
So,
Actually,
yeah.
just pigeon it. That's what
Carrier
I
pigeon.
really wish we could. Why don't we go back to pigeons? I don't understand. I feel like in this day and age when everyone's watching us, right, and following us, if
It's
we
true.
just use pigeons again,
Well, I mean, what's stopping you from going pigeon?
nothing. I think that I just thought of a brilliant idea, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. Oh, does
Just-
this mean we're about to go to the next one?
Yeah. Just don't get pigeonholed in your ideas.
Thank you, Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to.
You know what? You know what I do want actually?
What?
Chickens.
You want to own chickens?
Anyone else on this train with me or no?
If I didn't think my dog would eat them, I'd be all about it.
Yeah. I have a friend that has them. She gets 6 eggs a day.
Yeah, fresh eggs. Like, there's a
Yeah.
place right around the corner where they have chickens, and you can get the fresh eggs, and like, the yolks are super orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would absolutely. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know that I have the room to where my dog wouldn't just eat them.
Just eat chickens.
Yeah, and
And they're cheap though.
that's true. You can just get more.
Just get
Get a
another
whole
one.
chicken replacement surgery. Take the chicken to the vet, and he's like, "Well, it's going to cost you $800 to get this chicken fixed.
Yeah.
It's like, how much
Oh wait,
to-
I can buy one for 10.
How much to fry it up?" He's like, "Oh,
Yeah, that's the real question.
yeah, that's all you do. Yeah,
Yeah.
fry them up. I love fried chicken.
I forgot to roll the can.
No, it's fine. I don't think it matters on this one. Can I tell you what I'm really excited for coming from our friends at St. Arnold?
What's that?
Their Icon Gold, the new Icon Gold, is going to be Texas wheat.
Ooh.
That is the beer that got me into craft beer, and then they
Nice.
discontinued it, and they brought it back as a one-off, I think once or twice at the brewery, and I was unable to get there and try it again. But now, Icon Gold, it's back. Somebody let me know, is it the exact same recipe? I hope so. But it's it'll be a nostalgia-fueled time for me when that beer hits the market. If it hasn't
Very
already.
nice.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I like the way this beer smells. You can hold
What
it
is
in
it?
my
What do you smell?
hops. Specifically,
Cascade.
Centennial.
Centennial.
I don't know. What's on there? What is it?
I have no
Amarillo, maybe?
idea.
Amarillos. How many hops can you name? Which ones did you use in your beer?
Preston.
No.
Can you help me out here?
You named one. You said Cascade.
Yeah.
Can you name any more? Other than the one I named, or the two I named?
No.
Okay. Catherine, can you beat him?
No.
He named one variety of hops. Can you name one more?
Mosaic.
Boom.
Uh-huh.
Any more?
No, that's probably it.
Okay.
I'm not a
Centennial.
beer brewer.
I said that.
I said Centennial.
Oh.
I also said Amarillo.
Oh.
So those were both thrown out there. Free for the taking.
Badger.
No. No such thing.
Eskimo brother.
Yes. Catherine wins.
Hippity.
Yeah.
No.
There's no hop called hippity?
No, there's no hippity hop.
Well, there should be a hippity hop.
Maybe so. Anyway. Okay. I feel like we've really gone deep today.
Yeah.
Deep. I feel like we're primed to go deep.
Like how deep?
I mean, layers.
Elbow.
Elbow deep.
Elbow. Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
Which, depending on
something
the arm,
very inappropriate.
depending on the arm,
Yeah.
is I think, like, if I were to say I go elbow deep, I'm not trying to brag.
Right.
It's going to mean a lot more than
Right.
say if Catherine goes elbow deep.
But
Mostly-
listen, you don't know the size. Don't underestimate the length of my forearm.
No,
That's so
I'm
rude.
speaking more of girth.
Uh,
Let's see, we could measure.
I'm no fragile flower.
No, you're not
Josh.
fragile. I'm just saying, physics being what they are.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
you have a look. Speaking from a purely platonic and respectful, lovely forearm. Lovely
Thanks.
forearm. It looks very functional.
The only other person that's ever said that to me is my mother. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No, look. Cheers to her. I clink
Hold
our
on.
glasses of
We
decaf
just
coffee.
talked about.
Yeah.
Dude, we just talked about complimenting girls on body parts, and you just complimented her forearm.
Yeah, and I
That is
qualified it.
But he qualified it first.
Look, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Purely
Yeah.
platonic and in the most
Yeah.
respectful way. It looks.
Yeah.
You can tell the dedication she puts into picking up her sausage-like dog and her
Oh,
babies.
yes. Yeah.
It's look
And her beers.
multifunctional, super. Has lots of endurance.
Yeah, you can actually do a lot with your forearm that I don't think people realize, that you can you can balance children on them,
Mm-hmm.
right? You can fit probably 35 plastic grocery bags
Oh yeah,
from your elbow to your wrist.
yeah. Always put the eggs on the outside.
Yeah, of course.
What's your record?
I mean,
grocery bags?
listen. I will do anything to not have to go back out to the trunk.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I live in an apartment now, second floor.
Oh, that's the worst.
So
yeah.
I purposely, I'll go to the grocery store like 4 times a week.
Just so you don't have to buy too much at a time.
So I don't have to take more than one load.
You know, there's this crazy thing now called Instacart,
Mm-hmm.
so that you don't actually have to do anything.
Yeah. Well, don't they also have delivery now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They'll just deliver it to your front door.
Oh yeah, and you're right there. They'd surely
And
do it.
if you're antisocial and a hermit like me, you can put a note on there that says, "Just text me when you've dropped it," and then you don't even have to look at their face.
That's true because they can't take tips, or they're not, or maybe they can.
Right.
But...
It's true. Well, you can tip them through the app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that HEB's thing, or is that just a random third-party kind of thing?
Well, I think I can get HEB, Petco, and like a couple of Walgreens. Maybe they'll do a few different places.
Oh,
I've been trying to get a little exercise in lately, and I've been walking To
the grocery store?
Yeah.
You going at 5 a.m.
Oh
I
wow.
Or
go at
8.
like 10.
at night?
I get pretty sweaty.
Do you
10
take a
a.m.?
backpack so that you can then put the groceries in a backpack or
No,
something?
A wagon?
I bought a recyclable bag. So I just get one bag. I just get one bag's
see.
worth of groceries.
Yeah.
I see.
And
Everybody, it seems like this summer, everybody already, and I guess we're officially, I don't know, in the
It's
first day
hot,
of summer.
though. It's
But
effing
everybody's
hot.
like, this is what we get for having a cold winter. It's like, no, it's this hot every summer.
My mom said that. She
Yeah.
was like, "This is because we had such a cold winter."
Yeah.
Maybe, but it feels hellish.
It's the contrast for sure, but it's no hotter than it normally is.
No, I will say this. It started later than normal.
It started, so we didn't ramp up, we didn't gradually get warmer.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
like
Right.
70
It was beautiful,
Yeah.
Yeah, and about halfway through May.
and then it was the depths of hell.
and then 115 degrees.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just like 2-3 weeks ago is when I started noticing it.
Yeah.
It usually starts about April.
Yes.
My car said 105
Dude, it's
yesterday.
yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my air condition works great, but
When you shut it off waiting for your daughter to get out of school.
when the sun is just beating down.
Hey, can I say something real quick, completely off topic? Because it is hot,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And sometimes you have to get goods and services to help you keep it cool. Like
Right.
maybe you order something off of Amazon, like a portable AC.
Yes.
Are we going to like the baby powder thing right now?
Well, you could do baby powder, but maybe not the
You
safest.
guys can't use baby powder anymore.
Yeah, talcum. It's causes cancer apparently.
Yeah.
Is this where you're going?
No.
Okay.
What I was going is you could buy some cornstarch. You could buy it all off of Amazon.
Right.
You go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon and
Right.
put some wind in our sails.
Yep.
And it's been happening. I want everybody to look at Kennedy's ears. Speaking of ear holes,
Oh.
covering his ear holes. Brand new pair of studio headphones,
Very
paid for
nice.
your contributions by buying your stuff and simply clicking through. We were able to
Very
get
nice.
Kennedy his own dedicated pair of studio headphones, so I don't have to run
Wow.
out to the trunk every week.
Nice.
Yes. And so, how are they sounding? How are they feeling?
This is probably the best sounding show I've been a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just because you haven't been talking
makes,
all that
It
much.
makes a difference.
It does make a huge difference.
Yeah, I have been talking a lot.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Probably talking more than you guys want me to talk.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
But
I mean, I'm
that's-
glad that you
that's
said
every
it
week.
before we had to.
yeah, it's a pretty safe assumption.
That's
but
every week though.
no. But so anyway, those headphones right there, paid for by y'all's contribution. So please, super grateful, all the gratitude in the world to you guys
Yeah.
clicking on that link and making your Amazon purchases through our link, because you don't have to, and we know that, and we appreciate
Right.
it. But that right there, that's helping out a lot. So
Yeah.
thank y'all. So go to liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon and make those purchases.
Yeah.
And,
Buy all of your erotic novels
Oh yes.
and have that money come directly back to Liquid Lunch.
All right, I just have to show this.
Okay.
I just looked on Instagram
Yeah.
from the Thistle Draft Shop.
Yes.
They posted this.
That's adorbs. Thanks, Mary. We were there last week. Catherine, when you're in town,
Yeah.
we're gonna go to
Yeah.
we're going to Thistle Draft Shop.
I'm excited.
Mary's a big fan.
She is a big fan.
Big fan of Catherine's. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the amidst some of the chaos, we got to work out our rhythm on the live
Yeah.
show in a location.
Yeah.
But yeah, she listens to us. She's crafty, and
I love that.
she said that you're a big reason why she watches this show. She loved.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, she says you're super funny, and I was like, I agree.
That's nice.
I was like, I just glom onto her
Yeah.
funny. That's what I
I
do.
think people always love me because they don't know me. And I love it. I appreciate it.
Okay, so maybe we don't go, and you just keep
Yeah,
that.
maybe don't put me in person.
Never meet your idols.
Probably. Yeah, it's not a good thing to do.
Okay,
Probably.
I understand.
Yeah.
We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Speaking of
Hold
Preston earlier,
On. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
you know,
Uh-oh.
at-
Uh-oh.
Humble's premier homebrew store, the Grain
Yeah.
Cellar.
Yeah, go get those hugs, y'all.
Yep, homebrewing, winemaking, distilling, fermenting supplies, cheese making, and all the equipment, pots, burners, kegs, spoons, brushes, bottle brushes,
Stirs.
priming, sugars,
Uh-huh.
um,
Fermenters.
fermenters, airlocks,
Airlocks. Yeah.
bungs,
Hold on.
hugs, waist
on.
up, waist down.
Hold
Just-
on.
huh?
Hydrometers.
Hydrometers, thermometers,
Yeah.
temperature control apparatus, either digital or
He has got the biggest yeast selection.
yeah.
the most yeast variety in all of Houston area.
Greater Houston
Oh
area.
my
Greater
goodness.
Houston, yeah,
Yeah, he's got a lot of yeast.
lots of yeast. Yeah,
Nothing to.
yeah.
He's so
None of it's
Prince is
infected.
So yeasty.
Yeah, there's no yeast infections.
Yeah, there's just any
none
any style you want to
whatsoever.
brew, you can
Yeah.
brew it,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, and speaking of the grain cellar,
Yeah.
thank you, Preston, very much for helping me out on my first batch
Oh,
of beer,
speaking of, I thought
which will be ready tomorrow.
so not ready
Oh,
today.
First beer.
beer.
Will be ready tomorrow, and I'm going to start off my birthday by drinking my own beer.
You gotta cool it
Very
down
nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have to? Are you working tomorrow, Kennedy?
No, I'm off.
You took the day off.
Well, I'm off on Friday, Saturdays for a while.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
So I'm off on my birthday. I'm gonna put.
You mean like you lost your job?
No.
They fired. You're
No,
fired every
no.
Friday from here on out.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm actually off. I'm on a rotating schedule, so Friday, Saturdays for a while. Mm-hmm. I hit the good one.
Pretty nice.
That'll be a lot of good time to brew on a
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. So I'm ready to start my
I bet
next
Jules
batch.
is excited about that.
Ooh, she could. Y'all need to brew something together.
We might. I'm thinking about
Maybe a wedding beer.
No, maybe.
Maybe?
No.
That's a lot of pressure. You should let somebody else do your wedding beer. When does it need to be
Do
ready?
you guys have an anniversary? When's your anniversary?
November.
Okay, we're not too far out.
Yeah, you could pretty much do anything now if you did like a braggot or even some sort of Belgian, something with a little class to it.
Yeah, well,
If you're gonna do a wedding.
she's a big fan of stouts. No, sorry. Ambers and reds.
Sure. What about sours? Does she like sours?
No.
Not at
No,
all.
we had. Remember last time we talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
it?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I always trick her and
Well.
say, "Oh, this one's gonna be good," and she never likes them.
No, that's true. Okay. Well, we'll talk more about that as the date gets closer. Where are y'all gonna have your nuptials? Where are you going?
That's a little personal.
Right here on Liquid Lunch. In
that's
fact,
personal.
and didn't
Personal.
Josh didn't we say that you were gonna?
Oh,
you're-
officiate?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to.
Remember we talked about that?
Yeah, I need to find a place online I can just
Yeah.
do that real quick.
I mean, I've already scheduled it, so I don't know what Kennedy's plans are, but it's already scheduled.
Did you talk to
Oh,
Jules?
what's the date?
Well, I haven't. I can't tell you yet because I have to get the stuff printed, to save the dates and everything. So if I tell you, then there's no reason for me to send out beautiful save the date cards. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I need that.
Do they have the silver or the gold print?
They are gold
Okay.
because this
Ooh.
is a gold show. That's
Yeah.
why.
Okay. Like a beer.
Like beer. Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
you. I hear it. That's lovely pick.
I
That's-
hope you have nice shoes, Kennedy. That's all. You know.
Do you have some nice shoes?
I've got nice shoes.
What color?
Okay.
Black.
Okay.
All right.
You're not going with like navy blue or anything.
No,
like
I
that?
actually like. I actually a few mini. Well,
What are
few
the
years-
colors, Catherine? What are the main colors?
Probably like hot pink and green.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe some purple.
I mean, I guess black would work.
Yeah. Or we could do like gray and purple, like a bruise. I don't know what the theme is
Oh,
yet.
if you, yeah, purple.
Are you going to let them input on the theme?
Really,
or-
there's nothing that I love more, and there's nothing that's more classic than a themed wedding. You know what I mean?
Well, she's a big fan of the purple, so
Oh, okay.
So you should probably
you did good there
That's
with the
very
purple.
regal of her.
yeah. You should probably dress as Prince.
Purple rain.
Big.
I think we just found the theme.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, have y'all heard Dwight Yoakam's version of Purple Rain?
no.
It's awesome.
That sounds horrible. So shut your mouth. Stop.
You'd love it.
Stop.
Anyway, just saying. When we were driving back through the hill country, it came on.
How does anyone even let that happen?
It's Dwight Yoakam. And Prince is dead. He can't stop.
Yeah. Oh. Preston, I'm gonna be coming by soon, and you're gonna have to drink my beer. You said you would do it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He will. And he'll
did.
give you an honest
That's
feedback.
so beer rapey.
Put your mouth on it.
Do it.
Put it in your mouth.
Said you would.
Said you would like it. Swallow it.
Yeah.
Swallow it.
You
No,
have
that
to do it.
that was rapey.
That's what you said.
No,
That's what you said. You said I'm good. You
I
said
didn't
you
say-
have to drink my beer. I'm
I
bringing
didn't
it
say
back.
anything about
You
putting
better
your.
like it.
I didn't say anything about putting your mouth on it.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I love beer. We ever talked about this?
Weird.
we haven't talked about beer.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
That sip reminded me. Y'all ever do that? Like it hits you and you're like, that's
Yeah.
so good.
I tell you what, I don't know what I was drinking at the wedding, but it was something called a summer shandy. I should actually look it up. I don't know who makes it.
Leinenkugels?
Probably Shiner,
Oh.
Okay.
because it didn't feel like a craft wedding.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of, you know what? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like you like them. You like those people, but this is not craft.
No, I mean they had a margarita machine.
So Shiner's not, but Shiner is independent.
Sure.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
see.
But
It just depends on what your view of it is. But
yeah, I don't know what the ratio. You can make your own shandy. I don't know what the ratio is for. It's like a Hefeweizen and lemonade. I don't know if it's half and half. Like
Oh, it's Leinenkugel?
yeah. They're Miller owned.
Yeah, they advertise a lot. Their summer shandy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
see
of
that
tasty.
commercial a lot.
I want to look up what a shandy recipe. I don't know.
Isn't a shandy also called a rattler? Isn't that the
No,
same?
that's a different thing.
Oh, I thought those were the same
A
style.
Rattler's like a beer soda.
Yeah. Lemonade. This is lager beer. I don't think you need a lager beer. Food Network. What's the ratio here? 2 cups lemonade, which is so half and half. So they're saying 1 16-ounce bottle of beer to 2 cups, which would also be 16 ounces of lemonade. So half and half, like the Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer's kind of a hard one.
For beer.
Arnold. You ever
Arnold
trip on your own tongue when you try to say Arnold Palmer? Arnold.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot of L's and R's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, but let's see. So it's a. I know Leinenkugels in their commercial talks about a Weiss beer. So that would be like a Hefeweizen, right?
yeah.
So, get that. Get the old. Who am I thinking of? Live Oak. Behind me, Live Oak.
Yeah.
I was like, I know it's behind me. I just can't look. Live Oak Hefeweizen.
The
Yeah.
best.
Or
The best.
I bet you know who I bet would make a good one with no label.
Oh, El
There's a
Jefe?
little more
El Jefe?
citrusy as
Yeah.
compared to like the banana clotty.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
El
And
Jefe.
make your own lemonade. Maybe use honey and a little mint.
Ooh.
I like a little mint.
I see maybe a summer shandy video coming up.
Woo, we should.
We should do it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
good.
Fresh lemon juice, honey, wild, like locally sourced honey,
Yeah.
and maybe even sparkling water.
Oh, by the way, next week
See how,
we are drinking my beers on what you're drinking.
I hope so. Do you think there'll be any left?
I'll save some.
I hope so.
I got 50.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it. That's it's a big deal. Your first beer.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah. Are you going to ship any over to Catherine or mule some? Anybody going to San Antonio
Pigeon
from
it?
Houston?
Maybe pigeon it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pigeon it over. You need a beefy pigeon
Or
Yeah.
like 50
or a
pigeons.
vulture. Maybe vulture it over. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of pigeons.
I think you know what?
Or,
Pigeons are notoriously independent creatures as far as like the direction they want to go. So like a bottle between 2 pigeons or 3,
Yeah.
it's dangerous. It's a risky move. You can make it work, but it's a lot of work.
Who's going to San Antonio?
I don't know. I'm saying there's always somebody.
Somebody. Yeah.
I-10's
Yeah.
always busy.
we're like the fastest growing city in Texas, I read.
Are you?
That's what I read.
I believe it.
I thought that was.
Did you know that San Antonio is the 7th most populous city in the United States?
I didn't know that, but sure.
Number 7.
Yeah.
All right. Way to go, top 10, San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Texas has like 4.
Where does Austin fall?
Oh, it's not in the top 10, but like El Paso is actually way up there too.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's right next to the
We have Texas has like 4 of the top 10 most populous cities in the United States.
That makes sense. Texas is awesome,
Yeah.
except for the heat. But other than that,
Well, it's
Yeah.
not. It's not hot all over Texas all the time.
right now I think it is.
Well, true.
I mean, what's the northernmost city? I mean, Amarillo's way up there. What's the temperature in Amarillo right now? We have a lot of people
I don't
listening
know.
in Amarillo.
I don't know, but I would like to have like one of those Amarillo brewers
Oh yeah.
on our show.
You know what I want to do,
Well,
Catherine?
I think Wooden Spoon is one up there.
Long wooden spoon.
Long Wooden Spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to do. I want to do an episode where we interview. We have both the westernmost and the easternmost brewer in Texas, and the northernmost and the southernmost.
Well, Western be easy because there's a lot of El Paso brewery.
Yes, but we got to make sure that like Sun Beach or whatever it is,
Dead Beach.
Dead Beach,
Yeah.
or Sun something.
There's a few there.
Sun City Brew. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at my map. And then
That's the
easternmost, if Pecan Point is brewing.
Is there
They're in Texarkana,
Texarkana? Yeah.
and they're very close to the border. So I don't know. Otherwise, it would be like Natchez.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
would say Natchez is pretty east.
Yeah.
They're good. I was
Southernmost? Who's southernmost? Is there one in Brownsville?
Oh, there's got to be one in Brownsville. I know there's one in Harlingen.
Okay. There's one of those. I don't know who northern. I'll have to look at the map.
Northern, I would bet would be Amarillo.
Okay.
I don't know what's north of Amarillo.
So that's what we're going to do, Catherine.
Okay.
Or we could do the northern,
Just 'cause I love
north,
maps.
south, east, and western most.
Yeah. No, I think East and West definitely needs to be on one show.
Yeah, because it's like
It's a thing.
900 miles difference between the two.
Are they in two different time zones?
No,
Where does the mountain time zone start? Is that in New Mexico?
I think so.
Okay. We should have done our research, Catherine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know El Paso's not on the same time zone as us.
It's not.
It's
okay, so
not?
there we go.
Nope.
So theirs
Oh.
would be
I'll be damned.
liquid brunch while on liquid lunch.
Yeah, I don't think they follow. Do they?
I know.
Do they do? Are there?
Daylight savings?
I don't
know
think they do daylight savings.
I know Arizona does not.
Arizona's the only
Arizona
state.
does not. I know that. Yeah.
Bastard.
What was I about to look up? I'll look something up. I don't remember now.
Was it the Texarkana?
No.
No.
I've talked to them.
Oh.
They make amazing food. If you're in Texarkana, go to Pecan Point. That's amazing. They have amazing food. Like French Culinary Institute trained chef.
So we'll do one show, north and south. No, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
One north and south, one east and west.
Yeah, it's a theme. I don't know when we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Let's throw it out there. I'm just saying. It's
Yeah.
a thing now. Okay. What else? Catherine, do you have any theme shows you want to do?
Any themed shows I want to do?
Yeah.
Let me think about that because I feel like we could get really good here.
Okay.
I actually have a lot of ideas that I always mean to send to you, and then I just forget.
That's fine.
So you know,
Yeah, the things we've forgotten to do on this show.
the things I've forgotten in life. I don't. How different would my life be if I just remembered?
I know, right? Well, in 2 years, think about all the good ideas we just have not remembered.
I know. Yeah, for real.
Do y'all remember our first show?
I do.
Kind of.
Yeah. Remember that time that Catherine had a baby?
Yeah, listen. The whole evolution of life has happened on
On the show.
on this show. That's right.
What else has happened? Remember my panic attack?
Yes. Who could ever forget the day that Kennedy had to talk and I had to talk to each other?
I know, it was weird.
Yeah,
So
it was
weird.
really awkward.
And this was way before we had Weight Watchers in common.
Yeah, it was
So we really
weird.
didn't have anything.
Nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
What else have we done? Remember that time?
Remember when I used to have to do the show from the parking lot next to the strip club?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Do you miss that job?
Yeah. No.
Funny jobs are funny like that.
We were international. I did a
Oh, yeah.
I did a show
That's
from
right.
I did a show from Barcelona and a show from Brussels.
I remember that.
That's right.
I remember that. What else have we done? Well, there's other stuff.
Yeah, some other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of greatness that probably is about to stop, summer is next week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So we'll have houses full of children for
Yeah.
lunch.
Okay, yeah.
there's one thing I want to put in you guys' ear
Okay.
Okay.
when it's coming up. We need to start thinking of what we're going to do for our show 100
Oh.
because today's 94.
Yeah, so we got 6
We have
episodes.
six.
And I want to
Okay.
I want to do something epic and start promoting it like a month out.
Okay, and we'll be
So
off.
Maybe
something
one of us
huge.
could take a road trip to
What-
the
Something super
Yeah.
big.
What's the date? Because we're going to be off the 4th. We're always off the 4th of July.
Okay.
Or do we take 2 weeks off? I don't remember. What do we do? I think last week I was like,
I
we're
don't-
taking 2.
We're not really consistent with anything. So,
Yeah, we are. We're consistently inconsistent.
all right.
Inconsistent.
So, hold on. 5, 6.
The 4th is
7,
on the
8.
4th, right?
The 4th is on Wednesday.
That's Wednesday.
So you don't want to do one the 5th?
I mean, I guess we could. I'll be out of town until the 4th.
Oh.
I'll be coming back on the 4th. So I guess we could. I'll be in
I need to
be
say,
in Round Rock.
John Canick just jumped on.
Hi, John.
Hey, John. John was in a very bad
Yeah, it's good to see you up and moving
accident,
around,
and
man.
now he's up and moving.
God
so,
bless
yeah,
you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
yeah, good.
glad you're better.
Yeah. Getting better, getting
Like,
stronger.
bad, like broken everything.
Yeah.
He was He was talking to me the other day about the things he's broke.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically everything.
You know what? Not everything. Not his spirit.
No,
That guy.
No.
You're doing
not
great,
his
John.
spirit. Not his spirit. No.
Doing good, man. Keep it up.
All right.
Keep it up.
5, 6, 7,
Doing
What about July 12th?
9, 10.
Is that going to be it?
So if we do one every week, it'll
Is
be
that including the 4th?
including the 5th.
Or the yeah.
I might be wrong about the July 26th.
July 26th.
So hold on.
Okay.
So that's 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's like he's a cheerleader. 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. I was around there's some cheerleading being done.
No,
on
I'm
the
wrong.
talent show
The
today.
12th. Yeah, Catherine was right.
Of course you was. Did you hear that, Catherine?
Yeah,
I know.
you're right.
I
So
know.
if we do one every week,
Yeah.
it'll be the 12th.
If we
Okay.
skip the week of the 4th.
Yeah, if
though.
we skip, it'll be the 19th.
I just want to get a consensus from
So
our
some-
audience, our vast audience, how many people will be here the week of the 4th.
Oh.
But I guess they can take us with them.
Why don't
even
we
if
do
they
this? Why don't we plan? You guys kind of figure out like an awesome location to do it from.
Mm-hmm.
I would, because I have so much time ahead of me to plan it. Could get in my little car, drive to you.
Go on.
Yeah.
We could have an epic episode with an all-star cast,
Yeah.
and have an in-person, real-life podcast show with an audience.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Where that's
Yeah.
the question is then, where?
Yeah, where?
So many.
I know.
Right?
That'll be out.
Don't throw out a name.
Yeah,
Yet.
I'm
Yeah,
not,
don't.
I'm not,
just
I'm not,
just
I'm
think
not.
about it. Just
Like-
think about it.
No, well, that's why I'm bringing it up now, so we could have a few weeks to think about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe we get a cake.
Yeah. No, I want this thing to be.
Oh, cake.
I want this thing to be longer than life.
Did you say lager?
Yeah.
Are you bringing back the beer puns?
Yeah, I am.
That's one thing I don't miss.
I miss it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And it actually kind of will work out because I really had wanted to take the kids to the space station this summer.
Oh, to
So maybe
NASA?
we could build it into like a family vacation or something.
That's cool.
Or I just go alone. And have
That's
my own
a real
vacation.
vacation.
If you go to NASA,
Yeah.
you can see where they faked the moon landing. They have the whole state, the set.
Yeah, I was there
okay.
last summer
Yeah.
at NASA.
They have a set where they faked the moon landing.
Yeah.
No, they didn't.
I don't believe I think we've been to the moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that.
I do.
I don't think the Earth is flat either. I think it's round.
I don't think anybody.
Well, that's a
actually-
relief.
I don't
Josh.
think anybody.
That's a relief.
I just think we're alone.
This
I think we're all
discussion comes
alone.
up a lot.
Did you see the guy that took off in the rocket to prove that the Earth was flat, and his rocket petered out,
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, did
and
it?
then he came crashing back down?
yeah,
he
no
live?
one actually believes the Earth is flat.
Dude.
No, there are definitely
There are,
people
yes,
out
there
there
are.
that believe it.
No, these
Kenny,
people are just trying
You
to-
are underestimating
These,
humans.
no,
right
these
now.
people are just trying to act like, "Oh, I'm so cool."
No, you're
I'm-
under. There's nothing cool about being stupid. You're underestimating.
Yeah. I think
People.
there's people that actually think it.
There are definitely
I
people.
mean,
that
what
actually-
happens to the water?
There's people that think like Loch Ness Monster is a thing.
Well, I would, yeah, I could see that.
There are people that actually think Bigfoot is an
Yeah, I could
actual
see
thing.
that. Yeah, I mean, I could see that too. But like to think the Earth
There
is actually
are
flat.
people that think that dinosaurs live in the middle of the Earth.
Yeah, I would believe that the Earth is hollow before I would believe that the Earth is flat. A hollow Earth.
There are people that think there are aliens that have visited us. There are people
That's
that
too far. You went too far.
You can't
Reel it
prove.
back in,
There's
Josh.
no way to prove that they haven't.
you can't prove that Bigfoot doesn't exist or whatever. I'm just saying. If you want to go down that road, bro,
Okay,
But
so
we can prove that the Earth is round.
I have big feet.
you do. That you're Sasquatch looking. Anyway, okay. So we got planning to do.
Shaq has size 22 feet.
I've seen a shoe that was the same size he wears. I don't know if he actually.
That's
wore
why
it.
you call when you're rolling around on 22-inch rims on your car. You say, "Yeah, I'm rolling on Shaq's."
What's a dub?
A dub.
I thought that was
Those are 20s.
okay. So 20 inches a
20s.
dub.
Yeah,
Okay. And then
Shaq's are 22.
are the spinners still called Spreewells?
Okay, this is what I would like. I would like for you guys to take this conversation
Uh-huh.
and get a little clip of it.
And
And we're going to call it White Guys Talk About.
dubs.
Yeah.
Rolling on dubs.
Yeah.
What's a dub? What's a dub?
Hold on.
You know what a dub is.
And a slab,
What's a slab?
slow, loud, and banging.
Oh, that's my minivan.
Snub.
My minivan's a slab.
Slab.
Okay, I'm getting a new car in September.
What are you gonna get?
Are you gonna get a slab?
I have to choose between the Toyota. Is it a Highlander? I don't know what the Toyota, whatever the
SUV.
You're getting a mom car.
or well, I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
And
Why don't you get the minivan? We've talked about this before.
I know, but I don't know if I can bring myself to do it.
You're already getting a mom car. You might as
Minivans
well go
are
full
look,
mom.
That whole myth that minivans are not cool is totally
It's
true,
true.
but they're super practical, and you can fit so much stuff, and it's easy
So
to get them in and out, and
practical,
you're it's almost assured that you're gonna have another kid. So let's go with the minivan. We have one,
Yeah.
and they're great.
Yeah.
Auto open
Well, I mean, I'm
doors.
gonna
And
whatever. This is what I told Jason that whatever he chooses, I will be happy with.
Jason, minivan.
So-
Look, I'm gonna endorse a Toyota minivan every day of the week. That's what we drive,
Okay.
and super practical. You get the doors that open with
Because
the
those
push of a
doors
button.
open on their own.
Yes.
Yes.
The back
Yeah.
doors
You don't
with
have to
anything
lug
newer than
open
90
the door.
or 2009, anything newer than everything opens.
Third row seat.
Of course, that's a
Yeah.
minivan.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that's why I'm getting a new car because I can't fit. We can't even if we want to go anywhere, we have to take 2 cars right now.
No, you get the minivan, and you can
Yeah.
even fold down the back seat and haul things
Haul
from
things?
like the garden center
IKEA.
Yeah.
or IKEA
Oh,
or
yeah.
where at Home Depot, wherever.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
super practical.
And if you
Minivan.
if you want to like stay edgy, you can take out that back seat and
No, you don't take it
Yeah.
out. You just fold it down into
you
the
fold
cupboard.
it down. You put some bean bags there, and light
Oh,
some
yeah,
light
that's-
some patchouli, and you're cruising.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
You could-
That really is it.
You could make that other baby in the minivan,
Yeah.
and then just get the car seat right away.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, you're giving yourself room for expansion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, expansion is coming, I'm sure, at some point, but I just
Yeah.
gotta load it up.
Yeah, yeah.
you do.
Two conceptions on one show. It's awesome.
I don't know that the conceptions were on the show.
No, we're listen,
Not well,
I-
obviously not live.
I feel like I pay
don't
pretty close
think that-
attention.
I don't think that on any universe, Jason would be down for that.
No. No.
it's not that kind of show.
No, it's not.
No, it's definitely that
And
type of
it's
show.
never-
But
and I don't think that it would be anything anybody would want to watch.
no,
you know?
it's definitely that
Not-
type of show.
not-
Let's be honest.
There's no director and lighting person. You know,
This is real.
not,
It's
yeah,
real.
it's real.
Real love. But
Yeah.
Jason's not that type of dude.
No, he's not.
No, he's not going to give away trade secrets like that.
No,
No, nor should he. Nor should you, Jason.
no,
Does he watch
no.
with all his colleagues or
Right.
whatever? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
He doesn't watch.
I'm sure he does. He watches Catherine.
he's asleep right now. He's on nights this week,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's slumbering in the room next to me.
All right. Well, when you wake up and rewatch this, Jason.
He doesn't wake up and say, "Oh, let me see what you did on the show today."
Yeah.
No, he lives with me. He knows. He knows what I talk about. Like, this isn't an act, guys. This is who I am all day.
Yeah. Okay. No need for to relive it, right?
No need to listen to it again. Yeah.
All right. Well, how about we let that mull over in our minds?
Yeah, just think about what we're doing for 100.
Anybody listening, if you have any ideas for the big 100/2 year slash,
100.
well,
I
Jeffrey
feel like
just-
we need to get some of those 100 glasses.
yeah, we do.
Oh, Jeffries has actually this is an idea.
Throw it out there.
He said have a party show and not do it on a Thursday, so maybe do it on a weekend. And
That's a whole nother
So
level.
people can attend. Is that what you mean?
yeah, so we could have a big crowd.
I thought the whole purpose of the show was to make Thursdays completely irrelevant for the rest of the day.
Well, what I think we would have to do is tape it on a Saturday and air it on the Thursday, maybe.
Or we
The
do it.
following
We
Thursday.
do it live on on a Saturday and then just re-air it on Thursday. Give us the next Thursday off. We'll just re-air it.
To recoup.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a thought too.
So it's an idea.
Okay, everybody start checking your calendars.
Yeah.
Because I think I'll have Saturdays off then.
Hey man, cool. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we need to talk about before?
Oh yeah. Preston says that makes too much sense.
Does it?
Yeah.
Where's our outro music? Oh, there it is. Found it. All right, we got 3.5 minutes. I've hit the button. I don't want to have to restart it. I mean, I will. I've done it before.
And Jeffrey's saying that Dubs were, he thought they were brands of wheels.
They may be.
I thought they were sizes.
I think they may be.
Yeah.
Are you hearing the music, Catherine?
I do hear it.
Oh, is it loud?
Wow.
A little bit.
I don't hear it at all.
I know. That's weird. Hold on. Where are you at?
That's weird.
Keep talking.
That's weird.
I don't really. Is it less now?
Screens?
It is less now, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hit your knob. Huh?
When you get...
What?
Jeffrey just brought something. When you get your minivan, Catherine,
Yeah.
minivans nowadays
Yeah.
have built-in vacuums.
What?
Does not suck.
Yeah.
Well, now you're sold
Yeah.
because
Built-in
listen. Oh,
vacuums.
I didn't even tell you guys the big thing that happened. I forgot to tell you. Do we have time?
If you
Yeah.
2:30, or I'll start the music. What? You tell me what I need to do.
I went to the grocery store and a gallon of whole milk spilled all over my trunk.
Oh no.
But talk about needing a vacuum.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess babies have to drink whole milk and they can't drink skim milk. This is what the doctor told me. So
Right.
I buy 1 gallon of whole milk and 1 gallon of skim milk for the other kids.
Mm-hmm.
So the gallon of whole milk spilled all over my trunk, and then I got home and I noticed that everything was wet, and I was like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. But I had to get Hazel inside, and then she got fussy, and I had to put her down for a nap. I forgot that there was a gallon of whole milk in my trunk that had spilled.
So we get to the real
And
reason.
it's like 185 degrees outside, you guys.
So we get to the real reason why you need a new car.
Yeah, no, you have no idea. I forgot. Okay, it didn't start smelling the first day. It wasn't until the second day that I went to go pick my kids up from school, and I was like, what is that smell? And then it was like this wave of realization washed over me. It was so disgusting. I think each of my kids probably gagged separately. It was so bad. It was so
Did
bad.
they all say, Mom, I'm going to walk home today?
Yeah, I had to leave the car vented over the weekend with the trunk up.
I'm surprised you just
I
didn't
cleaned
torch
it out.
it.
There was like a liner over the actual trunk, so the part that got saturated was the liner, but the smell just had permeated every inch of my car.
I'd rather have a dead body than a gallon of milk.
So bad.
Oh.
So bad.
That is bad. Perfect timing, though. That's goodness. All right. Well, this is the part of the show where we say thank you to Barbacoa Apparel. Go to barbacoaapparel.com/shop and get some of those taco teas. Maybe if you buy enough of them, you can sop up any spilt milk in your trunk.
Any of them.
Fill up your
In
trunk
fact, some of it did.
Yeah,
pop up
or
for them.
if you spilled, maybe you're cleaning up the milk from your trunk and it got on your shirt and you need a new one.
Yeah.
Go to barbacoaapparel.com/shop.
Yep.
And do that. Also, thanks to the Grain Cellar.
Yep.
Preston, we love you. Hugs up, hugs down. Either way you want them. And, of course, click that Amazon link, liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon. Keep putting winning ourselves. And thank you, everybody. Happy birthday, Kennedy.
Come out to
Happy
Brash on
birthday,
Friday.
Kennedy.
Brash on
Wanna hang?
Friday.
Brash on
Catherine, you're the
Friday.
best.
Bye, guys.
Josh, Liquid Lunch. Peace next week.